Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to this game of Dungeons & Dragons. We are playing Icewind Dale, and we are the digital dragons, and I'd like to welcome Tahko.
Hello, I am Tahko Blutkiller, played by Highwind.
Elora.
Hi, I am Trips, also Trips Usagi in the chat. I'm playing Elora.
Irilyssa.
Hi, I'm Rard, aka Evil by Moonlight in the chat, and I'm playing Irilyssa.
Vulwin.
Hi, I'm Ethan or Chaos Gemini in the chat, playing Vulwin Agaragar, the Furbolg Ranger.
And that's everyone, right?
I think so. Nobody's sleeping?
Nope.
No one's sleeping?
Absolutely nobody's asleep. Okay, and then we've also got Zagrax for now.
I'm in trouble. I'm Zach, or Warburton Chat, and I'm playing Zagrax, who is currently in deep shit.
Playing Zagrax for now.
Yeah, for now. True.
And on that note, who would like to do a recap of what occurred last session?
Not it.
Okay, fine.
Yep, have you done?
Okay, so my notes say that we started the session fighting the Durgar and the ogre zombie. That kind of took a little while. We fought them. We started exploring. We defeat them, and we start exploring the fortress and find some spore zombies. Also defeat those guys. And then we find all the missing items from Caer Konig, and we spend the night there with Tar Trovis. And basically, yeah, then we head back, and we go, and we find that Garrett's dying of gangrene, but it's okay, because we have 2 clerics and a paladin, and they save him from losing his limbs. And we head off to the inn to drop off our stuff and the tavern to get drunk. And when we ended, Vulwin saw 4 hooded figures surrounding Zagrax in the middle of the night with daggers, I'm pretty sure.
You haven't seen the
Something like
daggers
that.
yet, but yes. So
I just assumed daggers.
So I will say, because Vulwin, you woke up, or rather you had such a good perception roll, that they're not yet all standing around. Like, 2 of them are filtered into the room, and you're kind of dreaming about something. You're like dreaming like you can hear footsteps, and then something in your mind just goes, this isn't a dream, I can actually hear footsteps. Your eyes kind of half open so that they don't notice that you are awake, and you do indeed see these 2 figures, one kind of crouching over Zagrax. And then you just hear the words, "It's him."
Oh my god. Okay. I have to ask, because all of this is happening. I got a crit on that perception. Can I see, like, are there cloaked figures, right?
Yeah, so there is a torch outside the room, so you can just see a little bit from the glint of that, but it's around a corner, so it's not giving you like this is a brightly lit room. No, it's the middle of the night. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. You can see these 2 hulking large figures. You can see another 2 outside the room, one just entering and the other one, you imagine, somewhere outside.
Okay, and do I have any details at all on these figures other than what I heard?
You can see in the dim light they have tails. They seem to have scaly skin. You can kind of see one of their arms kind of showing. You can see that they have scales on it. They are wearing hoods, so it's a little difficult to say. These are definitely Dragonborn, but you're pretty sure that they are probably Dragonborn.
Do I catch the glint of any, like, weaponry? Like, that they've got, like, brandish, like, daggers or swords or anything?
The one who's doing the checking, no, but the one behind him has kind of got his hand at his side, and you can hear the slight sigh of metal as he draws a blade.
Oh.
Okay, so these 2 are, like, at, like, near the door, but I notice this going on, and I'm going to, so Vulwin's gonna pretty much spring up with the fact that he hears the drawing of metal. Like, that's a surely terrible sign, and he knows what's happening here. This is gonna end up badly any which way. So, boy, yeah, he's gonna just spring up, immediately grabbing his swords that are like next to him, and go to attack the one that's. I think the one that's closer might be the better option. The one that's behind the other guy I probably can't get to. The one that's pulling the weapon. Trying to imagine what the room looks like from that.
Well, I can show you.
Oh, ooh.
Through the power of technology.
Oh,
Whoa.
fantastic. All right, let's take a look. What can I see? All right, yeah, they're definitely right in front of me.
I like my view.
Yeah. You might.
So helpful.
I imagine you guys see very different things.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I see a bed. It's
That's
like
good.
order.
I've got a glorious icon on my character.
I don't know what that icon is. However, yeah, Vulwin's going to basically like roll immediately out of bed and hopefully be able to get a surprise attack on this person who isn't paying any attention to him, not thinking he's awake.
Okay, with that,
Pure adrenaline
I will have
shooting
you
through
all
his body. Yeah.
roll initiative.
All of us?
Oh.
So this is
Yeah.
going to be a
Okay.
surprise round, which Vulwin's going to get, because you are taking them by surprise. They are not expecting this.
Yeah, I picture that he sees this, and like as part of just like being partially awake, he hears the blade being drawn, and he's like, instinctually, there is no hesitation at that point.
It's fair.
They could just be in here to be like, hey, get up, and then not actually do anything to him, but it doesn't matter.
Perfect.
That's okay. Still got the surprise round.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta love when the dice tell you that the drunken guy who's probably not going to wake up at all during this has the highest initiative or tied for highest initiative.
Okay.
Did you put the initiative tracker up?
I
I don't see it.
That would be very helpful, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would.
I didn't have my token selected, so you'll have to put me in there.
Oh no.
What did you get?
13.
Dang,
There I
they
am.
rolled 20s.
Wow.
Everyone has a pair except for Elora.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
So, Vulwin, go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay, let's see.
One
So this
thing I
should
will-
be with it.
One
ahead.
thing I will say is this room was supposed to be Irilyssa and Elora's room, so all of your stuff, except for your weapons and armor, are in the opposite rooms.
True, that makes sense.
Except
Yep.
for your Tahko, yours is actually where you expect it.
Mhm.
So if they steal all your stuff, it's actually theirs.
Nice.
Oh,
Okay, so I'm attacking whoever's in front of me here, and I'm going to let's see with advantage, right?
Yes.
All right. Let's see if this works. 16 to hit.
16, I'm
Glad the other one was a nat 1, so
fairly sure hits. Yeah, that hits.
okay. Okay, so he's gonna spring out of the, pretty much just roll right out of the bed, and he's just gonna scream out, "Assassin!" like super loud.
Okay. With that, I would like you all to roll a perception check, please. Those of you who are
Fair.
intoxicated with disadvantage.
Okay, fail so fair.
Everybody sleeps through it. End of campaign. Zagrax.
Wow.
Zagrax doesn't get killed.
That's amazing.
Zagrax.
Wow.
Not even
I've
in
never
that one.
I don't even know what to say.
think I'm intoxicated? I don't know.
Oh, good, I got a 6.
Yeah, if you have the little bottle, then you are. So Elora and Irilyssa, you both are. Tahko, you're not.
I got that one.
So this is just- oh, I got a 23, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, good, Tahko. You can hear me from outside. The
Yeah.
windows rattle.
Maybe.
This.
What?
I need to see Tahko just barge through the door, like
No, the wall.
Roll.
the wall. Oh, yeah.
Straight through the freaking wall.
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid man. Yeah.
How is that even
yeah.
possible? Like, I knew I wasn't gonna make it, but how is it?
So Tahko,
Tech-
in the distance, you hear you're dreaming about. You're flying over the plains of Icewind. You can see the snow littered below you. You're looking around, and just on the wind, you hear a hint of assassin, 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 and something in your mind just makes you go, "That's not right," and you wake up.
Nope. Okay.
So much for pleasant dreams.
Okay, and then
What are you talking about? I'm still dreaming great.
Vulwin, go ahead and roll damage.
I
You get it.
got to roll damage.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. 5 for piercing, and I'm going to use the feature that on hit. What's it called? It's favored foe? I think it is. It's the one that allows me to it's like a mini hunter's mark on hit.
Yep.
For a small amount of damage. I think it's 1d4. I don't think that's changed. An extra point of damage. Gotta go for it.
6 points of damage.
6 piercing damage. This is a surprise round. Do I have any other actions I can do? Other than just an attack.
It's a normal move, I would say. So you've taken your attack action. If you want to move, you can certainly try.
Would I be able to take a bonus?
Yeah.
Okay. He's actually gonna take a bonus and use the hidden step, where he'll magically turn invisible until the start of my next turn. Where he basically rolls out, stabs him, then disappears.
Rolls out, yells assassin, stabs him,
Okay.
and disappears.
And then, try to move over.
Okay, so you're moving over there. Yep, that's fine.
Mhm.
Anything else?
That'll do it. I don't think I can do much else at this point. Help! People, wake up, please!
Oh,
We thought it was Zagrax dying, but it's actually Vulwin this session.
I just realised that everyone's... Oh, for Pete's sake.
Everyone's asleep? Yes, I've realized that.
No, all of the character sheets were linked, because I've just used the straight-up Dragonborn character sheet for these guys.
Oof.
Oh.
And
You
hitting one of them hit all of them.
Yeah! Yes!
Sounds like a great curse.
Six.
Yes, was it hive mind damage?
Apparently. They all take some psychic damage. They're all linked.
Good.
Alright, so snapping awake, you reach under your pillow where you keep your sword, pull it out, stab it in the back of this guy who's currently leaning over Zagrax, and you feel the blade biting deeply under the cloak that this guy is wearing. You pull it out, snap yourself invisible, and then kind of jump to the other side of your bed, landing just about on the chest, which is at the foot of the bed. And as far as you know, you're invisible. And
Cool.
the Dragonborn, which was leaning over Zagrax, who just got stabbed, will give a bit of a pull himself up, look around wildly, hold his side, draw his blade, and stab Zagrax.
Of course. What else you got? What else you got? Hey, Zagrax, do you feel that? Nat ones? No nat ones. Never mind. You said
It's an auto crit, right?
That is...
I could.
You're unconscious, technically, so that's advantage on attacks.
Oof.
That's a 19 to hit.
Yeah. Even if I had my armor on, yeah.
I'm going to say for the purposes of this, you do, because that's 10 minutes to put heavy armor on. And you were pretty drunk when you fell asleep, so you're asleep in your armor. You didn't bother getting
I mean,
changed.
we're still in the Tin Towns. How safe are the Tin Towns, really?
Exactly.
Especially the one farthest out in the middle of nowhere.
Just looking up what exactly unconscious does.
Pain. That's what it does.
I have a bad feeling that any hits are crits.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm not actually
Any
ready.
attack that hits the creature is a crit if they're within 5 feet of the
Yeah.
creature.
That makes sense. It makes sense.
You're so screwed.
Well, at least the first hit will wake you up.
Glad to have your vote of confidence.
Yup.
I believe in you. You're a paladin.
You take 16 points of damage
Too bad
Ow.
you're not the
as
one
he
that
just
thought the cabin by
plunges his
yourself.
blade into you like that. And then
Now the other one's
No,
turned.
no. He doesn't have a
Time to
second
wake up.
attack.
Time to wake up.
Oh, yeah.
Thank God we've got Morning Lord.
I wish that they were just your fans.
Otherwise, I'd be so incredibly screwed at this point. I'm just mostly screwed.
Yeah.
And then he's going to
That's true.
stand there looking around, trying to find where the source of the other attack came from. You hear a little bit of movement outside, but not very much. Zagrax, perception roll.
With
With
disadvantage.
You are still drunk.
Do I hear him scream at least?
Woo!
Do actually wake up, so you basically
Thank
open your
God.
eyes. There's like this weird pain in your side, and you look down, and there's a knife in your side where that weird pain is. And as you kind of fix your eyes, focusing, takes you a minute, on the creature which is looming over you, and he kind of draws himself back up again and begins looking around.
I don't remember that being. What the heck's going on?
I'm just gonna, drunkenly grab for battle axe and swing at the dude who's closest, if
Okay.
possible.
Go for it.
Woo! Any disadvantages or anything?
You are currently prone, which is a disadvantage. Is it a disadvantage? I think that's a disadvantage.
Well,
I mean, you
yeah,
get
I'll get
up.
up first.
You get up.
Yeah,
You jump on top of your bed,
Okay.
pulling out the battle axe as you do so.
yeah. And it's actually going to be two-handed because I am too busy to
That's a hit.
grab the other thing.
Absolutely.
12 damage. Woo.
That definitely hits.
Stay away from this guy when he's drunk. He just starts swinging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does drunk give you a disadvantage on attacks?
I don't know.
I think it's technically poison. Disadvantage on attack rolls, so yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I'm.
Time to get advantage. There you go.
I was gonna say I'm immune to disease.
Poison.
The drinking
Not
disease.
diseased.
Definitely hit. I'm sorry.
Zagrax. No.
This is what I get for asking questions.
Oh, hold on. Is he flanking with me? That's the question.
No, because he's not behind. I mean, you're not.
Yeah,
dark
he's not aware
behind.
that.
Okay,
He's
I
also
don't know
not
because
aware
I know
that
he's in
you're
the
there.
dark. True, but they are.
Zagrax, you kind of leap up, but you kind of catch your foot on your pillow. So even though you manage to draw the battle axe up, you end up just cutting through the pillow cover rather than into your opponent, and your hand gets kind of tied up in the sheets that you have with you, and you spend the rest of your round trying to shake those sheets free. You do still have
Hooray.
a bonus action though if you want it.
Can you heal yourself with a bonus action?
Hey, if I had a healing spell. I totally also didn't spend my entire lay on hands pool on healing Garrett earlier. So I've got nothing there. I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself,
Okay. So you
and then that's it.
you reach deeply into some strange pocket of extra awareness, and you feel an extra alertness that kind of cuts through the dimness caused by the alcohol. Tahko,
Yes.
blinking awake. You're alone in this small room.
I will. So all I know is that I heard the word assassin and it woke me up.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to get up and I guess I'll start donning my armor.
Yeah, you technically were not.
Or I'll open up the door and look around.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to decide how to handle the armor thing.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get it on because donning takes a little while, but
Especially depending what type it is, yeah.
yeah, I'll step outside and look about.
Okay.
The whispers of assassin on the wind.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Is there a door there? No, there isn't. Good.
to grab my smashy hammer.
Okay, you grab
You just
that.
take your hammer, you lean out, you're like, hello?
Any assassins here?
So you look outside and roll me a perception. Just see what you see.
Oh. Okay. Let's see. Perception. 7.
You just hear the stillness of the night. There's a very faint snowfall, and you feel a chill as the snow starts landing on you as you poke your head outside. Otherwise, everything seems muted as it does when it's snowy.
Okay. Just listen to the quiet air for a bit.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Irilyssa, perception check.
Oh,
In fact,
so
you
disadvantage?
haven't been attacked. You failed the last one, right?
I got a natural 1.
You definitely failed. No, you are out.
Yeah.
Alright, then it's
Joy.
going to be that guy. And he's going to kind of look behind him into the room. So this is the one which is at the door. Kind of glances inward, sees that Zagrax has leapt to his feet, sees that the bedding of the Vulwin's bed has been disturbed, but he doesn't see anyone there. He's just going to kind of back himself up against the doorpost and take a defensive stance as he kind of looks around, waiting. Elora, you
Aha! I got a 6.
you got a 6. So I'm kind of mixing up the rounds here. So I think what I'm going to say is make a perception roll with disadvantage.
Okay.
No, hang on. You'd be drunk
Okay.
anyway. No, I think I'm going to skip your turn, and we'll try again next turn. What I should have done is had to do the perception roll on your turn. That was my bad.
That's fine.
All right, then it is going to be the other Dragonborn who is going to make a perception roll. And he sees the divot in the bed where Vulwin is standing. And he's going to strike at it. I think it is still disadvantage because you are invisible, but you rolled a nat 20.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it is. Still disadvantage, yep.
You. Sword. There we go. That is a 15 to hit.
Ooh, I think that matches. Yes, 15 AC.
Match wins. So
Mhm.
damage.
Yep.
6 points of slashing damage as a short sword lashes out and then catches, and you kind of see his eyes widen a little bit as suddenly there's just this spray of red from where his blade just caught in the invisible air. And actually, hang on, I made a mistake. That's 1 extra damage as well because he gets a surprise attack buff.
Is it 7?
6 total.
6 total. Okay.
And then he's going to punch out with his hand and try to strike where his blade just connected. That's a 12 to hit. No, 8 to hit.
That will miss. That one will miss.
So he lashes out to where he thinks you are, but because you're actually over the chest as opposed to actually standing on the bed proper, at the moment he just connects with nothing. He just swings and misses. And he kind of gives a grunt and says, "There's someone here."
I mean, I also yelled assassin, so like they kind of know.
Yeah, but that could have theoretically come out the room, outside of the room or something.
That's true. There's a lot going on for them in a very quick moment.
Vulwin,
Yeah.
you're up.
Okay, so there was one that just swang at me, but there's one that's in the middle of also stabbing Zagrax.
Yes.
What did this one hit me with? It was also a short sword?
Both of them have short swords, by the looks of things.
Okay. Then I will, the one that just stabbed at me, I will loosen the sheath on the second sword, and I'm going to attack that guy who's right in front of me.
Okay.
So I'm attacking from invisibility still, So I do have advantage. The first attack, at least.
Okay, roll it.
All right, let's see. And I'm actually gonna burn a bonus action before I do this, and use Hunter's Mark on the guy that's in front of me.
Mhm.
Okay, so advantage. Let's see. 11. It might be, maybe not.
11 doesn't hit, unfortunately.
Ah, no good.
So you kind of catch your foot in the bed sheet as you try to move forwards, and you slip a little bit on the chest that you're kind of balancing on top of, and your sword just kind of swings right in front of his face, like he kind of.
He doesn't
back,
know.
just hearing the
Yeah. Okay. I don't think I can make any other actions. I think the second attack would be bonus action instead of the Hunter's Mark. So, yeah, I swing. And I think I'm not invisible anymore after that.
Yeah, if you make an aggressive action, I'm pretty sure you lose your
Yeah.
invisibility.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. Then I cannot do anything else.
All
Hello
right
there.
then. So Tahko, looming out of the dark.
Sorry, one other thing. Sorry, I just wanted to clarify. Vulwin is still making noise. He screams out for like, Irilyssa, Laura, wake up!
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
That's
It
good.
would make no sense for him to just be silent still.
Mhm.
I was just thinking I was
Yeah.
focusing on the rolls.
I can't hear you. I'm asleep.
I missed
Yeah. So he screams out again. They're killing Zagrax.
Oh.
Oh,
I'd
well,
like
I'm
to see
asleep.
them.
Pork.
So Tahko, out of the darkness, a figure dressed also darkly, hood over their face, is dashing through the snow towards the open door of the tavern, which is directly in front of you at the moment. You can kind of see it looming in the not too far distance.
Okay. Some strangers dashing. Gotcha. Is it my turn?
Let me just go and have them dash properly. We'll put you there. Okay.
Dash.
Then it is Stabby Dragonborn. Stabby Dragonborn is going to do some stabbing.
Rude.
As expected.
Yay.
That is
Hey.
a 21
Oh gosh.
to hit.
Wow.
Hmm.
Bye.
What? Yeah, that hits.
Okay. You take 9 points of stabbing damage
Ow.
as this Dragonborn drives his blade into you again and just kind of narrows his eyes and gives it a little bit of a twist.
I think that saves for concentration, right?
10.
If you take damage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
if the
stab.
damage is less than 10, then the 10 is a save, so
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then he is going
Ow.
to... stab you again.
Oh.
Imagine
This time he
that.
gets a 17.
I win. For once. I think this is
You-
like one of the
That's
first
good, that is
times
good.
that Shields of Faith actually did it. Hooray!
Oh.
So
You
you,
were-
as he kind of turns the blade backhand and then tries to strike at you again, you lift one of your arms, which thankfully still got your armor on the gauntlet, and it flashes with a bright flash of yellow as the blade is just kind of pushed away with a bit of a sound.
Yeah, no, I still have armor on because ain't nobody gonna try and get a drunk Zagrax out of armor. It was all you could do to get him up the stairs and then just dump on bed. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds
We
good.
didn't even get you up the stairs. That's why Laura and I are upstairs.
Yeah.
And up another flight of stairs.
And he'll mutter to his companion, "This is the target! Concentrate on this one!"
Makes sense.
He's not
I
doing
I
anything,
can't hear
Zagrax.
you. I'm so sleepy.
Please no.
No.
Zagrax.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Hooray! Joy of joys. Ba-dum. Heh. Oh, what do I want to do? Oh, I could do that. I'm going to actually I can't really see crap. I don't know where. Never mind. I was gonna say I don't know where Vulwin is. I was gonna use breath weapon, but I have no idea where Vulwin is. So
Yeah, you literally have no idea where I was sleeping in this room either. Like you have no
no,
recollection of this
I
room.
don't. I don't know where I am actually. I have no idea where. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I've
you
been here
have a
before in my
weapon
life,
attack.
actually.
How would you know to avoid hitting Bolin? You don't even know.
Yeah, it's
You don't,
exactly.
yeah,
Yep. And
exactly.
with that,
Go for it.
I'm just gonna go and actually breath attack in a way that hits the two guys that I can see.
Okay, go for it.
Oh boy.
So it'll hit DC 12 con save for half.
Oh boy.
Both of them save.
Hooray!
Yay!
You'll need to make a con save as well, because this would definitely hit you.
Okay, let's see here. Let me bring up my sheet and let's bring up a con save. $12
you
Hooray!
12 saves.
should be good. Yeah.
So you take
So you take
points of
3 damage.
Yep.
Oh. Ow.
You're resistant to cold, though, aren't you?
Oh, then they take even half of that. Yeah. If it's
So
cold,
2.
is it cold?
It's
Rounding
cold.
down, so yeah, you take 1.
Oh, run down. Okay.
Perfect. I just get a little bit of like frost on my facial hair. It's like,
Yeah. And then I'm gonna use bonus action to pick up shield,
Okay.
and then
Shoot
just
people.
yeah, it's definitely the drunken stumble of it was like breath weapon to try and get shield, and that was like slipping and falling, but all over the place and still getting up and just totally like off balance
So it was
defensive stance.
It was a burp that went wrong as you were kind of trying to crouch
Yeah.
down to pick up your shield.
Actually, yes. I'm gonna say technically it probably should have been acid damage, but hey.
Yeah.
yeah.
Boy.
Okay.
And then that's it.
Tahko.
All right. So I step out, and who do I see?
You see someone who's dressed in fairly thick black clothing. You can see a bit of a fur trim, but the cloak that you can see from her from behind, because she's in front of you right now, is like patchwork. There's a lot of patches on it. It looks pretty worn. It looks pretty humdrum.
Okay. All right. Am I hearing the sounds of combat still?
Give me a perception roll.
Vulwin was yelling.
Yeah, give me a perception roll.
On the wind.
Yeah, you definitely are. So now you hear the gentle sound of snoring from the barrel, which is right there.
Okay.
And you also hear the sounds of combat from upstairs. You hear the definite clatter of blades against each other, a bit of a clash and then a thud, as you imagine like it sounds when a blade hits armor.
Okay.
They're killing Zagrax.
I'm gonna run into the tavern as best I can, but I have no idea what the layout of the tavern is.
The inn.
The inn is as me. So
I mean, you know
I think
that the door
we
is
go
right
in-
there. Unfortunately,
Is
the groundwork of this place is a bit weird because I couldn't quite get the floor plan to line up properly, so bear with me as I just kind of place you there.
okay, all right. So that's what 10 feet.
Yeah.
And whoa, yeah, this was a bit weird.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll head upstairs. So that's 20. 25, 30.
Okay, so as you go racing upstairs, you see that there is a red dragonborn standing in front of you, looking down the stairs. And as you come charging up, he gives you a bit of a grin.
Okay, I'm going to. I'm just in my jammies and I have a hammer. I'm going to attempt to inflict wounds upon him.
Okay. Roll it.
So, all
Bad
right.
touch.
Bad touch him. Yes. Does the 7 hit?
7 does not hit, no.
Well, that's my turn.
So you come rushing up the stairs, stumbling a little bit as you do. And you try to reach out for him. He just swats your arm aside with his blade.
All right.
Anything else?
There we go. No, that's all I got.
Irilyssa, perception roll. With disadvantage, you are drunk.
Perception. A 5.
No.
My dragonborn buddy's leaving me out to dry. No.
No, they're all
To be
there.
fair,
for
I
you.
almost left myself out to dry, so I'm not actually. I'm joking. Yeah, because I totally almost left myself out to dry.
All right. This one, seeing Tahko charging up the stairs, is going to disappear into the room. And he's going to try and climb up on the chest, which is over there. Vulwin, if you want, you do get an attack of opportunity as he rushes past.
I will try so. I missed. He just ran in and ran past.
Yeah. You're kind of taken by surprise that this guy's been so defensive up until this point, and he had a change of heart. And as he rushes in, he basically, not exactly under his breath, but kind of just states like, the others are here, we need to hurry. And he's going to attack Zagrax.
Jeez!
Hooray!
That is a 12
I've
to
made.
hit.
No.
Okay,
No.
so he
Yeah.
stabs in with his sword first time, doesn't manage to catch anything, then again with the backhand, tries to strike you again with a 15.
No.
And this time you kind of kick him in the chest as he rushes in, pushing him back far enough so that his backswing just completely misses.
I'm totally drunken brawlering this, by the way. It's totally not elegant, but it's 100% working so far.
I love this. Let's keep
Elora,
going.
Perception roll, disadvantage.
All right. I got a 5. I'm doing so good at this.
Oh,
And we were worried about Tahko not being able to hear us.
I'm so
outside.
glad that I can rely on my party to save me.
Right?
Yeah, I got you, Zagrax.
All right,
Thank
then.
God you did. To be fair, if they all three of them got an attack, I'd be dead. 100%. Like
This
a
one.
sneak
Yeah.
attack, I'd be gone.
He's going to turn
At
away
least I'm
from Vulwin and he's going to stab Zagrax.
Hooray!
But critically misses, so he stabs out with his blade first time, and you kind of catch it under your armpit, and as he pulls his blade back again, he loses grip completely, and he is now standing there without a sword, and you have in your armpit, basically, a short sword caught under your arm.
Yes!
nice.
Vulwin.
Which of these Dragonborn had the light? Because you said there was some light coming from out in the hallway, like a torch.
None of them are carrying a torch that you can see.
Okay. I thought you mentioned there was somebody. It's just the normal light in there.
The
Yeah,
makes sense.
so-
light, yeah.
You were sober, so you would have noted this. There is a hearth up here, which is giving a little bit of
Yeah.
light off, and then there was also a torch lit here, like a brazier type thing.
Okay. Am I aware of? Well, I was kind of aware of Zagrax being over there, but am I aware of him now? Like now that he's blasting me with ice and stuff too, or am I still just swinging in the dark at the two that I can see in front of me?
You're kind of swinging, like you hear the grunts of pain and the clatter of metal as blades, you imagine, are impacting Zagrax in a manner of different
Yeah.
ways.
Okay. The one who turned his back to me, I'm going to strike out at him still, and just be like, "Leave him alone!"
Okay.
And
roll.
swing. Yeah, short sword attack. Let's see if it works. An 8 on the first one.
That's a miss.
All right. Bonus action to make another attack.
Go for it. That's a hit.
22.
Yep.
All right, I'll take that one. 9 points of piercing, and Hunter's Mark is on that guy for an extra 4 points of damage. And was he already at full health? Was he at full health?
He was not, no.
Okay. Then the Colossus Slayer comes into effect for an extra 1d8. So, total of 17?
Damn.
Let's see, hold on. Yeah, 17 points of damage as he turns his back and be like, "Don't ignore me!"
Rangers are nuts.
Yeah, Rangers are nuts. Ow. Hail
Damage
of
stacking.
blows, and you managed to get some really. Your first hit is just completely off, but you kind of use the momentum from that to get yourself better footing on the bed and the chest, and then lunging forth heroically with your second strike with your second blade, you manage to catch like a broken buckle or something on the back of his armor, and you manage to slip the blade through the gap made by that, doing some serious damage to the organs within.
Makes up for the missing rolls. All of those missed rolls.
Anything else?
That's it. Can't do anything else.
Then we're going to have you rushing up behind Tahko.
Oh.
And they are going to try and climb over the balustrade because you're in the way.
Okay. Some random person's joining in. Good to know. Trade.
15.
Someone.
Put you about there. So she's rushing past you, like trying to get around the Dragonborn, but the Dragonborn's kind of half turning to keep her in sight, but definitely has more of an eye on you because dressed like a beggar. Not really looks like doesn't really look like much of a threat.
Okay.
Then the Dragonborn, who was attacking Zagrax first, is going to, in a move that's going to surprise absolutely everyone, stab Zagrax.
Rude.
That's
What?
an
No way.
18 to hit
No.
and a 10 to hit.
No.
Yay!
So this time you kind of like push out at this guy, forcing him back, and as he does, he makes this mad swing, but caught off balance, he isn't able to impact anything. Then it's the red in front of you, Tahko, and what he's going to do is, still kind of grinning at you, half an eye on the other one, is going to open his jaws and just let out this burst of fire. But it's not at you, it's at the stairs under you. And they do catch light.
Oh my gosh. So rude.
No.
Now I just need to find a picture for fire.
Awesome.
That'll do.
Well, at least we're upstairs. Oh wait, no, we are downstairs. Damn it. No wait,
No,
we are
You
upstairs.
guys are upstairs. You two are upstairs.
I'm confused. It's okay, I'm drunk or something.
So those stairs are now starting to catch light. Like, it's a pretty big burst of fire, because that's what he was aiming to do, but I'm going to say next turn it will really have taken off.
Okay. Sounds great. He's burning the building down and his own escape.
Rude.
Smart man.
Zagrax.
There was one. How many of you are there?
totally like totally didn't realize that he's fighting like 3 guys. Totally thought it was one, and like, wait, now there's what?
I thought it was just
No,
a
he's-
triple. Damn it!
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, so I'm gonna actually, am I aware enough to know what colors they are? Or is it just kind of like, we're just drunken brawl mode, let's go? I assume it's drunken brawl mode, let's go.
It's pretty dark in there. Give me a perception and I'll see if you can kind of recognize.
Do I have disadvantage on it?
No, because this is not you trying to wake up. So it's just...
Hooray!
Nope.
Doesn't matter.
You just see some black figures in front of you. In fact, you're pretty sure that one's a dwarf.
Perfect. Drunken brawl mode. Engage. Okay, I'm just gonna
You think that this one is a dwarf. Because
Okay.
he's definitely shorter than this one, who's currently standing on top of the chest. And this one you've kind of identified as definitely a dragonborn, because he's like right in your face. But that one, no,
Okay.
he's definitely a dwarf.
which one stabbed me?
Which one
The one
hasn't?
I mean, which one stabbed me first? Important point here.
I don't think you could tell.
That's
Well,
right.
that's
you
the
know
one
there's
I
like
thought
6 of them,
that-
right?
That's the one. Yeah, that's the one I knew existed, and now there's more of them that I can't be sure actually exist. So I'm going to swing at the one who stabbed me first.
Okay, roll it. That hits. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
6 damage.
Okay. So you cleave out with your battle axe using 2 hands because... Oh no, 1 hand because you picked up your shield.
Yes.
Crashing against the armor which he has underneath, and you hear a grunt as he takes the blow.
That's what you get.
And that'd be it.
Okay, Tahko.
All right. So this guy just brings fire at me. I want to go find who can play that game. And I am, as a surprise to everybody, actually, I'm going to use my breath attack on him.
Okay.
Whoa!
I have a breath attack.
What?
Oh my!
What?
Racial? Okay.
No one knows this.
I'm
So
asleep. I really
What does
don't
this
know.
look like, Tahko?
It is me just opening up my mouth and spewing out cold. I'm going to try and hit both of these folks if I can.
Okay.
I love that 3 of us have a cold cone breath attack.
Right. And it's going to be 8 plus my con modifier plus my proficiency. So 13. 13, 56.
So the Dragonborn saves. The other one does not. So roll damage.
Okay. All right. That's what, 2d6?
Yep.
And it's halved for him, but he's a fiery type, so is he weak to it?
No.
No,
Aw.
you just get resistances.
Mm-hmm.
7.
Something's gone wrong here again. 7. Okay.
Oh. Zagrax is already supposed to be dead. That's what's wrong.
Look, yeah, so there's been a lot that's gone wrong with this so far.
Hey, Mordred, we may need to have a chat about coming up with like a brewmaster subclass or something at this point.
Yeah, just gotta live through it first.
I mean,
A drunken brawler skill. I need to learn.
have a-
Trovis has an. He knows what's up. Actually,
There's a
Trovis
drunken
has got it going on.
Yeah, you learn from the
Alright.
best, right?
And
Mhm.
I'm going to take a tip from this lady. I'm going to try and climb the banister to get right here with my move.
Okay. Give me just 1 second. That will be a acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. Okay. 16.
16. Yeah, you managed to clamber over.
All right, out of the fire.
Into the frying pan.
Yeah.
Right.
I should probably point out that every time Zagrax says something, he's like almost screaming at the top of his voice because he just can't. He has just no idea what's going on and no sense of
Yeah.
self either.
Adrenaline is spiking.
Yeah.
Still
I'm
yell
stabbed.
Oh yeah.
Ow, I have been
Stab?
stabbed.
and angry. I'm sure you got
Exactly.
angry.
He's just
That's
screaming,
probably-
"I'm dying!"
Oh no. No, I'm not that aware enough
And
to.
Elora are upstairs just like,
I'm not
So
aware
nice.
enough to know that
We're
I'm
not-
dying yet.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna let you
Tahko,
guys get a full night's rest.
you let out this blast of cold energy, which seems to strike mostly the beggar, striking the Dragonborn only a little bit, and they really the beggar catches the brunt of this, and you can kind of see like part of her face kind of turning black as struck by the cold burn.
Wow. All right.
I don't like it.
And she's going to kind of glance or turn to you and be like, "Not me." That's what she's going to say, though.
I don't know you. Kill this guy then.
So you got time for. Tahko, you're done. Irilyssa, perception check with disadvantage.
Yay! One day I'll wake up.
One day. Maybe in the morning.
Is it gonna take my death throws to give her
like-
not
No,
disadvantage?
don't worry about it. They're gonna have a good night's rest, and they wake up in the morning like nothing's
An
happened.
11.
Yeah.
You woke up!
Woo! Party.
So you were slumbering. You had this really nice dream where you're just kind of strolling through the gardens outside of Candlekeep. It's night time. You're kind of walking between the library and the place that you were staying. There's the full moon up in the sky, and it's comforting. But the full moon grows bigger and bigger and bigger until it's almost blinding. And then as you're really starting to fight against the pain of the intensity of the light, you wake up.
Yeah.
Yay.
So I'm assuming I can hear stuff
Yeah,
going
so
on downstairs.
from downstairs, you hear the heavy creak of wood as something big seems to be shifting around down there, and then also the clatter of blades against metal and blades against various types of armor.
Okay, I'm going to get out of bed, go over to Elora, and shake her awake.
Okay, Elora, roll
Yeah.
perception with advantage.
With advantage. 19.
You're awake.
Yay!
There's something going on
What?
upstairs.
Oh,
Something going on upstairs.
Oh.
Do you smell fire?
I assume yes. Smoke. I smell smoke, not fire.
It's
You
just
smell
burning
smoke,
things.
and you're kind of looking at Irilyssa, and then behind Irilyssa, you notice that there's a fire in the hearth, and you're like, of course I would smell smoke. There's a hearth
Like, what
right
do
there.
you mean? Yeah. What do you mean? There's the fire is lit. Yeah.
I think there's something more going on. I think
Okay.
the boys are in trouble.
I feel like eventually Elora will come to and hear
Yeah, so
that there's violence.
you do. By the time it's your turn, you've kind of come to and gone, oh yeah, I should probably move.
Yeah.
So Irilyssa, I'll
But,
say that was your bonus action, so you still have an action, and the rest of you move.
Oh, can I just like hop over the banister and go down land on the stairs down here?
Roll acrobatics.
Gonna be a bad move.
Have more faith. Come on.
Yeah.
19.
You make it. So let me just remove the drunken. No, technically you are still drunken. So yeah, you jump down, and with a crash, you land next to the stairs, which are going up from downstairs, and they're currently on fire. You also see Tahko standing on the other side of them, a red dragonborn kind of facing off against Tahko, and then a lady dressed in patchwork clothing. Dark
Irilyssa
patchwork
will be like-
clothing.
In Draconic, she will yell at the Red Dragonborn, "What are you doing here?" And
Roll intimidation, just out of interest.
Dragonborn falling from the sky, yelling at you.
She's just in a nightie right now.
Hey, he hasn't noticed that yet.
It's
That's
a
fine.
battle lady.
10.
Oh, yeah.
He now noticed it.
He kind of glances at you and just gives you a bit of a more to burn.
I like this guy. He's a good
No.
character.
I'm gonna hit him with the guiding bolt.
Okay, go for it.
Oh!
That hits.
17 hit.
That's a good one.
That definitely hits.
Okay. I didn't say it, so I will cast it level 1. 13 radiant damage.
Oh,
Nice.
kapow! His chuckle kind of stops mid smirk.
Laugh at me, will you? That's the end of her turn.
Okay. Then the Dragonborn immediately next to you, Zagrax, is gonna move away because he's scared. No, he's gonna stab you.
I was like, wait, what?
18 to hit,
No!
8 to hit.
No!
So the first blow
Wow.
clatters against your shield as you raise it just in the nick of time, and your shield basically just throws off his balance. He swings very wildly with the second and doesn't manage to connect. Elora, you're awake.
Haley.
Irilyssa's
Yeah.
just jumped down the stairs.
Yeah, that's really cool of her. I'm gonna walk down the stairs.
Actually, Irilyssa,
Like-
I'm going to put you there.
She's like, oh, she's so gung ho. Oh god, there's a fire.
So, just like I explained to Irilyssa, like the stairs next to you going down are currently on fire. You see Tahko there with a lady dressed in ragged clothing next to him. You can see that part of her skin is burned, apparently, like half of her face. And then there's the Dragonborn facing off against the beggar lady and Tahko.
Okay.
Currently glowing.
Yes.
She's glowing. I know what that means because I've seen it a bunch of times.
Oh, yeah.
You feel like you'd be able to get a good hit off. You see a
Yeah.
couple of weaknesses, like boss battles where it highlights
Yeah.
the weak
Yeah,
spots.
highlights it. She's like, oh,
That's my job.
all right then. I guess we're fighting now. I'll clap her hands together, push them out, and cast Eldritch Blast.
Go
with
for it.
advantage?
With advantage, absolutely.
23.
Yeah,
Oh,
that hits.
nice. Much better
It's a
than
7.
Okay.
Go away!
Go away.
That
I'm
Dragonborn is
sleeping.
now badly injured.
All right. Oh. She's like moaning.
Alright, then it is this guy. What would you be able to see? You'll be able to see them arriving from the stairs. Yep, so this Red Dragonborn is going to turn away from Zagrax. And he is going to aim a blast of fire at the ground outside the door. And start igniting the floor there as well. Vulwin.
Wonderful. So this dragon right in front of me just like breathed out fire the whole place. Oh my gosh!
You are
Hey,
not
there's
gonna
light.
deposit that.
There's light in here now. That's awesome.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Heck
this is
yeah.
good.
True.
Good thing.
Cool.
Yeah,
That's great.
we all totally can't see in the dark.
Yeah.
Shut up,
Speak
you.
for yourself.
Cleric of moon things.
Moon things.
That's why I got this
Okay.
battle knighty.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack this guy in front of me again. Can I like shift over to the side and try to like stab him? I'm standing on like a chest or something right now.
Yes.
Oh, actually, no.
absolutely.
I'll stay where I'm at.
Okay.
And I will still attack him though. Let's go for it. 13 to hit.
Hits, it does.
Ooh. All right. First hit, 6 piercing damage. He's got Hunter's Mark.
Yep.
3 extra points, and he is below max HP once per turn. Oh, jeez.
He's
Um,
down.
Yeah.
So you basically,
Finally.
using your height advantage up on the chest, you just drive down with your sword, and you can kind of feel it penetrating through the shoulder, between the shoulder and the neck. And it doesn't quite go deep enough, so then you put your other hand on it and push down even harder, and you just like feel it suddenly sink, and he just collapses.
Ooh, nice. Can I scramble across the bed and use my bonus action for that second attack?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
try to line up with Zagrax. I don't know if he's going to give me advantage. He's like drunk. I don't even know if he knows.
I mean, the advantage there is because you're distracting, or because the other guy is distracting the opponent, and his back is to you. So yeah, absolutely advantage.
Heck yeah. So I scramble
100%
across
a distraction.
some semi-blood-soaked sheets now because I was stabbed up there. And 20 to hit.
20 hits.
Okay. He'll take, let's see, 7 points of damage.
Okay. And you clamber across the bed behind him, stab your blade into his back, catching him just next to the spine. He kind of winces and tries to twist away from you, almost yanking the blade out of your hand, but you pull it back again just before.
Yeah, leave him alone.
Okay, then this character is going to push off the cloak with both hands and then draw 2 blades, a long sword and a short sword, and then they are going to use those to attack the Dragonborn. And hits very hard. Does not kill him. Second hit. Hits again. And does take him down this time. So, with the first chop, she kind of cuts behind the knees of the Dragonborn, forcing him down, and then with the short sword just plunges it, just like Vulwin did, down next to the over the shoulder and the neck, into his side, and that Dragonborn sinks to his knees, and without even watching the guy go down, she's going to go 5, 10, through the fire, 15,
Dang, girl.
20 to there. And that is where she is going to stop, except she does need to take some fire damage. Slash R, 1d6. 5 points. Ouchies.
Ouch.
Okay. What? No. Oh, damn it, I screwed that up. Bear with me just a second. 'Cause I just deleted the damage that Tahko did. Okay, we're good. And Black Dragonborn is going to... Drumroll, please. Get an 18 on his attack and then a 23.
Ah, the 23 hits.
Okay, so
Finally.
14... No, sorry, hang on. I'm miscalculating that because I also need to add that. 8 points of stabbing damage as this guy again lashes out with their blade, catching you, Zagrax.
Uh-huh.
That guy's dead. Zagrax, you're up.
I'm not looking hot. So now that I have light, I can actually see that he's
fire.
a black dragonborn standing in front of me, right?
Yes.
uh,
Oops.
Whoops,
There we go.
bouncing.
That's what I was trying to do.
That's what fire does.
so in a completely 180-degree turn, Zagrax is just gonna
Yo, you.
and drop the shield and battle axe and tackle the dude in front of him.
Okay. Go for it.
So I guess it technically is a grapple.
Athletics. Which is opposed.
Oh, come on, man!
Hey, it's contested, right?
Yeah.
It's contested and he wins.
Oh, sadness.
So throwing the
Oh.
battle axe aside, you jump forwards trying to catch this guy and pinion him basically, but he just kind of throws your arms aside and then just for good measure headbutts you in the face. No!
That's fair, I guess.
Bad time.
Oh, dang it. Never mind. Okay. Yep. And then that's the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tahko.
All right. Okay. So now that everything's on fire,
Right.
I'm going to go over here and I'm going to cast create water, and I'm going to cast the form that it falls as rain in a 30-foot cube range, extinguishing exposed flame in the area. Just everything, the whole thing.
We're all gonna get wet. So soaking wet.
Yeah. Taking out all the fire in the area.
It's fine. Now I'm
Okay.
definitely awake.
Okay.
Around you all, there's this sudden wash of water that just emerges from the ceiling, just splashes down over everything, and all the fires in the area are snuffed out.
Man, you took out the hearth.
I mean, at least we're not all dying of, smoke inhalation and
Yeah.
burning to death.
Burning to death would suck, yeah.
Well,
Got to choose your battles here.
Yeah.
true.
Choose no sight or being on fire.
That was a nice move. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, that's my turn. Oh, I'm also going to say, get in there, they're killing him.
Okay.
What?
Irilyssa.
Okay. Five, 10, 15. Oh boy, it's a party in here.
That it is.
I can see that Zagrax is really hurt.
Yeah, I should probably update that to what it's actually.
Oh, yeah, Zagrax is badly injured right now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Now that I actually see it, I'm like, well, okay.
Yeah, I'm not. Mm-mm.
she's gonna step on this guy's corpse and reach over and cast Cure Wounds on Zagrax.
Okay.
Hooray.
At level 2.
Roll it.
Oh, what a poop roll.
Wow.
So you get 11 points of
Oh,
health.
Oh, wait, okay.
Yes, the 4 plus 7, so 11 points.
Oh, that is actually okay.
oh, that sounds better.
Oh, okay.
that one always throws me off how it does it.
Yeah.
Hooray!
It's actually really good.
I'm now
Yay.
mildly injured instead
And
of
as
dramatically
she does
injured.
this, she's going to say in Draconic, your compatriots are dead. Do you really think you're going to get away with this?
And this one will join them soon.
Not if I can help it.
Anything else?
And then she slaps him in the face with the healing. No, that's the end of her turn.
There's so much hissing going on in this room right now.
Anger hissing.
All right, this one is going to attack Zagrax. That is a
Yes!
16.
No.
11.
No.
Clank, clank. And he looks a bit pissed off. Elora.
Why?
They're trying to kill him. She'll walk in the room. Oh my, there really are a lot of people in here.
I don't think
Where
there's
is
any more room.
I'll stand here.
As
No,
you move
actually,
out of that guy's range, he's
I'm not
going
going to go all the way in.
Okay.
I'm not going to go all the way in. Seeing there's a dude here, I'll just cast Eldritch Blast at him.
Okay, I mean, he
Because
is
why not?
looking badly injured, so...
He is, okay.
Mhm.
Seeing him, also hearing lots of dragon yelling. That's an 11.
That does not hit, unfortunately.
Yeah, alright. That's okay. She'll just hit the wall instead.
So kind of
Blows out the
surprised by
window
the
that's
number of
there.
people around, it kind of throws you back a little bit, throwing your aim off.
Yeah.
And you impact the wall just behind him, and he kind of glances at it and then back at Zagrax.
Sorry.
Sorry, you're complaining.
Back away.
Apologizing like that.
She's apologizing for not being able to help better.
Vulwin.
Okay.
Man, I am seeing so many flashes of light and like different voices suddenly. They're definitely friendly, but oh man, there's so many Dragonborn in this room now. I'm gonna attack the one in front of me that I can see as the lights go out.
Okay.
So
hit me.
short sword. Would you?
Oh!
That's a nat 20.
That hits.
Wow.
Which means it is going to.
Whoa. Amazing.
No, I didn't swap Hunter's Mark over,
No,
but
just that would have
I
killed him.
do. Yeah, but I do have the Colossus Slayer since he was below, so that will double as well to 6 damage.
Okay, so that's 19,
17,
22.
Yeah, plus 6. Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely dead.
Oh.
Very,
Yeah, just like-
definitely.
I won't let you. As he was talking about taking him with Zagrax with, I'll plunge into him.
So it's all in Draconic, so.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, no, that's true. I don't even hear that, so I'll just stab him.
Just yelling.
Anger hissing.
Yeah. And I don't even know that I've killed him, so I'm swinging again on him.
Okay.
So,
So with
there-
the
there's
first
an extra.
strike, you like
Yeah.
partially decapitate him, and then with the second strike, you finish the decapitation. His head just kind of sits there for a second, and then the body falls after.
Yeah, so. Okay, that's my turn. I don't even know. I think he's dead now for sure, though.
Probably.
We never know.
Character is going to strike out at the last remaining Dragonborn. That is a 24 to hit and a 16 to hit. Both of those do. Doing 14 points of damage total. So this lady comes herring into the room, strikes once with the sword, falls to her knees, and then like strikes again, lower down, trying to again like get behind the kneecaps. Doesn't quite strike where she's aiming at, but still manages to do a lot of damage. All right, that guy is dead. Zagrax.
Woo!
Who is she stabbing?
There's another Dragonborn in there.
There's
Oh, okay.
There's so many Dragonborn in
Yeah,
here.
there's so many.
Alright.
Yeah, I guess having watched the guy in front of me get decapitated, I'm gonna go and try and I guess grapple this other dude
Okay.
now. And there's definitely just random draconic noises coming out of Zagrax at this point. Like even if you understand draconic, it doesn't make any doesn't make any level of sense. It's like drunken, angry ramblings at this point.
Perfect.
That's a nice roll. Unfortunately, the Dragonborn got a 19. So this time you kind of arms locked on each other, and you just have this like momentary glower between the two Dragonborns. They have this great contest of strength, but eventually and slowly, Zagrax's arms are kind of twisted away, and then you're forced to release the hold before your arms get desocketed.
Sadness. Well, that's the end of that again.
Tahko.
You should really desocket his arm, so he's just like loosely wobbling about as he tries to survive. All right. I'm completely blind, so I'm going to cast light on the wall right here.
Okay, I'm just going to use one of the other.
Wait, does the whole wall become light, or is there like a source of light on the point that you touch?
I'm touching the door frame. So
okay.
Yeah.
So
Or I could just reach straight up and touch the top of the door because I'm ridiculously tall.
Where were you doing it? Sorry.
You mean reach down and touch the top of the door?
There. Yeah, just to illuminate both rooms.
Okay.
There you go. Okay,
So
and saying all this,
doesn't light have to be on a thing, so you could like illuminate the door
an
or
object?
something? Yeah.
Yeah, you have to put it on an object.
We'll just say you've put it on like a door handle or something. I mean, there is a door right there.
Well, yeah, like the frame of the door. I'll just
Okay.
reach up and touch the frame of the door.
And it starts to glow with this golden light. Anything else?
I was going to move over, but now I think I'll provoke from that guy if I try. So I'm just going to stand here, and that'll be my turn.
All right, Irilyssa.
She's kind of
there she is.
eyes with this last guy, kind of give a smirk, and she's going to say, "Grovel," and she's going to cast command on him.
Okay.
Nice.
Woo!
That's a
Here's
long block of
text
text.
there.
Yes, a lot.
TLDR, spell save, DC 13.
Yeah, it's a wisdom saving throw.
I've not made wise choices so far.
I mean, again, they almost had that 3-person attack on Zagrax.
On
Yeah,
its next
I mean,
turn. So you've said grovel.
Yep.
We'll see.
Is that
I mean,
it?
the fact that they still didn't manage to kill Zagrax is kind
That's
of
the end of her turn.
Okay, then it is that Dragonborn's turn. And he turns to you, locks eyes for a moment, and immediately drops to his knees and goes, "Oh, most beneficent one."
Finally, the praise I deserve.
Oh, God.
But for gameplay wise, he is prone.
Yep.
Oh, good.
And then ends his turn.
Yep.
So yeah, he's currently on his knees with his hands raised to you. He's like, "Oh, beneficent one." Elora.
Okay. Elora will come back in the room, peeking around Tahko, see what's going on. Sees the dude on the ground. She's like, "Should I attack him?"
Keep him alive. Take him alive.
Alive?
Yeah, we
How-
can question him.
How injured is he?
Injured.
Injured? Well, I could try to bonk him again. I guess I could just bonk him.
In this system, can you just choose not to kill somebody when you deal damage?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think, she'll try to do.
I mean, I think that I would put a few limits on it. Like, if you're trying to do non-lethal fireball damage, I'd probably go, no.
No, it's
Yeah.
really hard to do that. Where's 5e?
Fireball's always lethal, especially when you don't want it to be.
Yeah, with a melee attack. Is what it says. So actually, yeah.
Don't attack fireball.
No. She'll just try to bonk him
Okay.
and
bonk
do
away.
non-lethal. So if he drops to 0 hit points, he's just going to be knocked out instead. Where's my bonk? Here's my bonk. I got a 4, but he's prone, right?
Oh.
Prone. Yeah.
Prone to
So
advantage,
advantage,
right?
yes, you're right.
No advantage. Sorry about that.
Good.
20.
Whoa.
Hey!
Yay.
So I bonked him for 5.
Okay.
Actually, it's 8. Because the clay rolls around her quarterstaff.
Okay.
Oh.
So you strike out with the quarterstaff, not quite realizing how low the ceiling is, and your quarterstaff impacts the ceiling, slows down for a moment, and then with the momentum or the kinetic energy that's kind of built up, catapult into the top of this guy's head, stunning him briefly.
Great. So there, was that good enough? And she'll back away.
Good job.
I'm up.
Vulwin.
Okay. Does this dragonborn over there look knocked out? Like, I'm sure that's a.
I mean, he's still got his hands up to Irilyssa,
He's still conscious.
and his eyes have kind of gone like crossways at this point. He's like, ugh.
Yeah.
Never used a spell in front of you guys, so you know.
Yeah. I'm just gonna step aside over this this dead body right next to Zagrax, and I'm going to. So we're taking him alive, and he just looks like covered in blood, all sorts of blood, his blood, their blood, and he's gonna ready in action if this guy strikes Zagrax to stab him,
Okay.
or to try to conk him out with the handle if they say he's taking him alive, which I thought I heard, but he was kind of in the thick of it.
All right. The beggar is going to try to grab something from the dragonboard side. And does. So there's a pouch at the dragonboard's belt, and the beggar reaches down, grabs the pouch, and just tears it off of the belt. No, you don't. And that's her turn done. Zagrax.
Okay. I'm gonna go and non-lethal punch this dude in the face. Or at least attempt to.
In fact, yeah, the beggar will also look at Zagrax and say, he's all yours now.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, there's just the draconic stops and it's just angry growl and then punching on face.
Go for it.
13.
That hits. Now, I'm just going to
5.
say, with all of your combined punching, you will successfully punch this guy down and are able to take him alive.
Okay.
He kind of realizes he's a little bit surrounded. When he does eventually come to from Irilyssa's command, he immediately reaches down to his side, tries to find the pouch that was stolen from him, and then glowers at the beggar, but says nothing.
Okay. And then at this point, Zagrax is just gonna once he gets done beating the snot out of the guy, just crash down on the bed, lean against the wall, look at the beggar and just go,
Oh. Hey, boss.
and then just pass out.
Hey, boss.
Hey, boss.
Okay.
And then break time because I gotta pee.
Okay.
that might be good timing.
Yeah, let's take a break. That works for me. So
Okay.
we'll say 10 minutes, so we'll resume again at past.
Sure. Yeah.
Good.
I'd totally forgotten that, of course, we're an hour later, so this would be a good break time. Yep, cool. So, 10-minute break, everyone.
All right.
All right.
See you soon.
See you.
All right. Let's switch back in then, in that case.
All right.
All right.
Why are we all Owen Wilson?
It's not Owen Wilson.
Why
It's
not?
that it's the other dude.
Other dude.
The other
Matthew
dude.
McConaughey.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to think for a second.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are now out of initiative. You have taken this guy captive. He's kind of, I'm going to say at this point, semi-unconscious, just lounging against the wall. Now that you have a chance to look at him a little bit more closely, he is armoured in leather armour. He's got dark clothing on. He's got the hood up. But the thing that really sticks out are his eyes. They just kind of stare ahead, very unfocused, and the pupils are very, very large.
Huh. Well, I'm going to fill up this doorway right here and look at the beggar girl and say,
Yeah.
"Who are you again?"
Yeah, who is that? And I'm gonna hold my sword out, and I will use, hunter's mark to target her. So she's got my attention now.
Yeah.
I am an acquaintance of Zagrax. He and I are sworn to the same cause.
Acquaintance.
If
He
he
called
wishes,
you
if he wishes to
boss.
tell you more, that's up to him.
Yeah, Vulwin, trade places with me.
Whether or not he wishes, he's not.
Yeah,
able.
sure.
And
Yeah.
Irilyssa is going to dump another cure wounds onto Zagrax.
Okay.
Yeah. Very curious what kind of causes a bunch of Dragonborn to show up in the middle of the night trying to assassinate Zagrax.
We
11.
have.
Nice.
There are many dangers facing us. This is not one of them. This is personal to Zagrax.
I'd say this is definitely a danger facing us.
Hence
Did
I
he
am
forget
here.
to pay his tab?
I say once Irilyssa does some more cure wounds, Zagrax is like that half awake, half asleep, drunken thing after the adrenaline dump goes away, and then after the cure wounds, kind of wakes up.
It's like, ow, I hurt everywhere.
And,
You should
and
learn
who's
to moderate
us?
your drink, Zagrax. Otherwise, you could be caught unawares.
Yeah, I'll take that and keep that in mind. Thanks for coming.
Of course. When I heard a black dragonborn was after you, I had to join the chase.
Seems you had better luck finding him than we did. Well, arguably I had the best luck. Or worst.
Well, I'm glad you have yourself a group of companions who can watch your back when you aren't watching your own.
Yeah, agreed. Would have turned out quite poorly had it just been me.
I haven't had a start like that in a while.
So how do you two know each other?
We share the same cause.
Which is?
Let's start with the names.
Yeah.
Roll persuasion,
I'm
Irilyssa.
okay. So, go. No. And 4.
As you say, carry on.
Let's start with names. I'm Irilyssa.
She looks over at Vulwin expectantly.
Vulwin.
She looks at each of you in order.
I'm tired.
I'm Elora. She,
No one
steps
answers.
out.
You're like
Up on the
peeking in
chest.
between Vulwin.
Like you can't
Tahko.
see. She can't see her.
I'm Elora.
Behind.
If you hop up on the chest, you're tall enough, probably.
Yeah, she probably will just
Maybe.
end up standing there so she can see everything.
So tall.
Mhm.
And I am a friend, she says with a bit of a smirk towards Tahko.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, we've met someone named Friend before. Is it like a common name nowadays?
Unfortunately,
I don't think that's.
it seems these days in Icewind Dale, friends are far too infrequent.
Hmm.
Yeah, seems true. And he's just gonna kind of like point his sword around at like the dead bodies in this room.
So, Zagrax, why was this guy trying to kill you?
I'm actually gonna look at the head of the black one. Does it look familiar at all?
No.
Okay.
Specifically, I don't know.
Really,
I've,
sound like you do him.
Well, yeah. I thought I might have, but turns out he was not who I thought he was. A couple years back, a black dragonborn came in, and at least I believe it was him, wiped out my entire village while I was away, and I've been looking for him ever since, and other than that, I have no idea. Never seen any of these dragonborn before.
And then Zagrax will turn to the beggar lady and
Do you have you been able to find anything about them?
She gives you a quick shake of the head, but then pulls open the pouch that she'd taken from the dead guy, like rifles through it, pulls out a little vial, kind of nods to herself, puts it back in, and then pulls out a scroll, and she unwraps it, reads it through very quickly. Interesting. Rolls it up again and hands it over to you, Zagrax.
ooh, scroll boy.
Share that with you. And I'll also share it with chat. So don't look at your screens, or don't look at the stream.
Yeah, and there's secrets. Always getting to know the good stuff.
Indeed.
Irylyssa's just going to take a look around the room and be like, one of us really needs to learn prestidigitation.
I don't know what that is.
It's a cleaning spell.
Oh.
What a waste of magic. So
Well,
what's
better
in
than
the
doing it by hand.
Well,
Those ladies are going to
not
have
our
shit
problem.
when they see this.
So what's in the vial?
Poison.
Hmm.
Okay. What's on the note?
Nothing much.
And then he'll hand it over.
Unfortunately, it seems to leaves me in the same spot that I was, other than the fact that it seems somebody doesn't like me, which seemed rather apparent considering the welcome.
Hmm. Okay. Can I read the note?
Yes. Are you just handing it to everyone, Zagrax?
Yeah.
Pass it around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, it means nothing to me more than specifically they were targeting me. Smile.
I was hoping to, if this is connected to the attack on my village, I was hoping to find him before they found me, but if this is from them, it seems like they found me. Not that I've been trying to keep it necessarily low profile, but...
Why would they care about you?
Well, I was hoping to ask them to their face before I killed them.
Then let's ask this one. She crouches down and just slaps full hand the Dragonborn. The Dragonborn just just looks forwards.
What is with that 1,000-yard stare?
Roll Arcana.
Sweet.
And I'll say one other person in the party can as well.
Preferably somebody who's halfway. Okay, that's not horrible.
Not I.
Not I.
Okay.
I'm great with Arcana.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Apparently nobody
I
is.
think anybody more than, honestly, I probably have the highest.
Really?
You said not I.
Yeah.
So, none of you are really familiar with this. The only thing you would know is these kind of symptoms can sometimes show themselves with mind-altering substances.
Yeah, it looks like you might have hit him a bit too hard.
It looks drugged.
I didn't mean to.
He can't even focus. I mean, he's sort of focusing.
I'll start, like, snapping in front of his face. Hey,
He kind of glances towards you and then looks forwards again.
What's wrong with you?
So I've seen my fair share of inebriated and under the influence individuals in my time as a town guard, but this is close, but seems a little different.
Mm.
And the beggar is going to again put her hand on top of his head and then like turn it to face her. Who do you serve? And he says, I serve Biava, Queen of Clan Tilthras. May she live for an eternity.
Did you say
Anybody
it?
know-
That started with a B, right?
I will put it into
Good
chat.
question.
Okay.
Does anyone know who this baklava person is?
Don't think so. Oh.
Oh, nope.
No,
With an
okay.
S at the end. I missed out the S.
I don't know if I've heard of that name before.
Vulwin, make a... What would this be? What are the
It's like a
stats in this game again?
history. What is this?
Let me just look this up a second.
Yeah. By all means.
Yeah, it's almost certainly history.
All right. Let's
So
see how my
Vulwin,
history
you can
is.
roll history. Zagrax, roll history. Tahko, roll history.
Woo.
Nice.
Well, for
Elora-
history.
Elora
Hey!
no.
Ooh.
Irilyssa definitely wouldn't. Okay, Tahko. You've heard the name. You know it's one of the Redhead nomadic tribes that lives up on the glacier.
The what?
The Redhead Nomads who live on the Redhead Glacier.
Redhead.
Redhead. I'm not sure how you pronounce it.
Okay.
Let's see if there's a pronunciation guide. Sometimes there's.
At
Can
the
you-
front, sometimes there is.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Or. Nope.
Oh,
Okay. Well,
Okay. Well, it can be both, right?
you can copy and paste in the chat so I can read it.
If memory serves. Yeah, let me just double check the map because it's. All of you who are from Icewind Dale would be familiar with the region at least.
I'm gonna say also, when you get a moment, can you switch back to the chat for Twitch? It's
oh
sitting
yeah,
on
so
the,
they can see the rolls.
yeah.
Oh, sure. Thank you. Done. And I'll just stick you back on the map. The Redhead
Okay.
Glacier is over there.
Oh,
Oh, that's a wee bit of a distance.
So they don't necessarily live on the glacier, but those are the nomads who like range that entire area between it and the 10 towns.
Wait, ping it again?
oh.
What? Oh, okay.
The entire glacier, yes.
Way over there. Sure. All right.
I mean,
This is
they are known to roam south into the mountains, which is why you would probably be the most familiar with them, Tahko.
Okay. Oh, what do I know about them?
They are tribesmen. They used to be known in the 10 towns about a century ago as simply barbarians, but now they are definitely known to have more of a organized culture and civilization. They tend to prefer a nomadic lifestyle, hence they're called the Redhead Nomads. They travel a lot. They are hunter-gatherers. They don't really have towns or cities or anything like that. Generally, they're relatively friendly to the 10 towns, so how much of this would you know? You just know that there is, like, trade between the nomads and the 10 towns. Some of the tribes are definitely known to be more hostile, and you should definitely approach them with caution. But the friendly ones are very friendly and quite willing to open up trade and friendly relations.
Okay. And what was the name of the lady?
Real
Biava.
fast?
Biava.
Oh, Biarva.
And
Oh, that makes okay.
Java.
I was,
Java, yeah.
Phew.
What do I know about the Java?
You know nothing about her.
Okay. Okay. Those nomads.
You probably actually, Tahko. One other thing you would know is that the general translation of Clan Ilthras into common would be the Tribe of the Claw.
Okay. I'll just say that the clan that he's talking about is way to the northeast. Way out of here. They've come a long way if they came to kill you. So congratulations. You're really wanted.
Ray.
Why? Never mind.
That's a good question, actually.
And why now?
Yeah, why now?
Did you was your town important? I mean, did you see something?
It was important to me.
I'm sure it was
Well,
important.
yeah, but
But-
aside from that,
Other than that, it was just a town of Dragonborn. The only thing that's changed between now and then is I partied up with you guys to go and do something about the blasted winter.
So it was a black dragonborn that attacked your town?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of army did they have with them?
It was just all I saw was him. Went and was
So what-
returning back from another village and came back to see the entire town ruined. And last thing I remember was seeing a black dragonborn in the middle of town.
Well, maybe these guys work for him. Maybe that black dragonborn is named Bajava.
The most
be.
curious thing is why would they be so... Why would they think it's important to kill absolutely everyone in the village? That's the only reason why I can think they would still be going after Zagrax.
yeah, that's a good question.
Because I can't understand it otherwise.
Well, we've already seen some rather exceptional things. Who knows the importance of those other people?
Yes, that's true.
Perhaps there's something special about that guy that we have yet to see.
He's exceptionally hard to kill.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
Seemed to have taken a bit of skills from Trovis.
I think he's sleeping in a barrel outside, by the way.
I did wonder if you picked up on that.
Yep.
I was rolling for him every time, but he had a -5 to his perception with disadvantage.
Poor Travis.
Of course.
If he would have showed up, it all would have gone sideways. Yeah.
Well, you guys will be the first to know when I figure out what the heck is so special about me. They'd send a Dragonborn hit squad.
Whether we like it or not, probably.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Zagrax. As long as I'm around, you won't die.
I appreciate it, but I'm gonna. If I have to choose one of you, I'm keeping Vulwin nearby.
Sometimes I prefer that not to be the case.
Wow!
And the beggar kind
She
of
actually-
looks at you curiously, Vulwin, when Zagrax says that. She kind of gives you a slow nod.
He'll shrug.
So do you have a name?
Irilyssa kind of just pushes past and goes back to bed. She's actually pretty angry about that.
Okay.
I said if I had to choose one, if I had my way, the whole party would tag along.
I think you upset her.
No, I think that's fair enough. Ulvin's a pretty good bodyguard, it seems like.
Does seem
She's
like
just-
he's chosen his companions well. And as for a name, I'm simply a friend.
Most of my friends have names.
Her name is A Friend.
A friend. All right.
You guys are just going to have to trust me on this one. She's a friend. I've worked with her quite extensively, especially during my time as a guard in Bryn Shander.
You from the same town?
At times.
I mean, from the same, town of his that got burned down?
No. I'm a native of the 10 towns.
Okay. Well, good night, a friend.
And the same to you. And if I can offer you one other piece of advice, keep your eyes to the sky. These were not the only ones looking for you.
To the sky. We've seen a few blips in the sky flying about.
Gargoyles. Very curious,
Why?
not usually seen here.
Yeah, we keep seeing those.
We've outrun a couple. Any idea why they're in the area?
Possibly. There is a group that Zagrax and I have been tracking. They are known to dabble in magic. And magicians like exotic pets.
Oh,
Okay.
So certainly not friendly then.
Simply keep an eye. And with that, I should probably leave you. I have other matters to attend to.
Yeah,
Stay
it's
safe, my
middle of
friends.
the
Yep.
And with that,
Yeah.
she
None.
rises, pulls the cloak back around her, kind of adjusts things. You now notice that there was a bloodied strip of cloth on her forehead, and she kind of adjusts it back over one eye. And the transformation is actually pretty complete. Like, she's gone from a relatively competent-looking fighter back to someone who's very ragged. The two blades she carried at her side, no sign of them whatsoever. And she kind of adjusts her way of walking, gives herself a little bit of a limp, and then leaves the room.
Oh, what should we do with this other one, if you have any ideas?
His fate is up to you.
give them to
Hi.
Travis.
Gotcha.
Tie him up for now, and we'll turn him over to Travis in the morning. Maybe
Yeah.
we can get more out of him. He's got more experience with this kind of crazy, whatever.
Well, I guess we've got more experience now.
Well, hopefully, he doesn't get loose and kill you. Good night.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
like-
back to bed too.
Is there like a barrel out there or something? Tahko.
Yeah, but it's already occupied. Travis is sleeping in it. What? It's true.
You're not gonna. I mean, you're not gonna. There's bodies in here. You're not gonna give a hand.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll pick up a couple of the corpses and carry them out.
Like we're just like standing in a room full of Dragonborn corpses. Like, yeah, we're sleeping here. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just going to throw them to the bottom of the steps because I don't trust the steps with my weight and several Dragonborn. So just flop, 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 and then
As you move to pick one of the corpses up, the captive Dragonborn lunges forwards and tries to grab at them.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop
Okay.
him
That.
or attempt to. if I
Sorry, what was that?
can. I was gonna say I'm gonna attempt to stop him if I can.
All right. Let's say acrobatics roll off.
Yay!
Not terrible.
You fail.
Yay!
He grabs at one of the pouches, rips it open, and then just shoves a vial of something in his mouth and just crunches down on it.
Oh.
And there he goes.
Oh, he was in a rush.
I'm gonna say I guess I'll try to just do the whole spit it out thing, but
Bad done. What's in
Yeah.
your mouth?
yeah,
At that point, I'll just try to like hilt bash him, but I don't think it's gonna.
yeah.
Make an attack, Vulwin.
Okay,
I
give
went,
it a shot. I'll roll with short sword, but 17.
Roll damage.
Sure. 7. But no, not piercing. Just hilt bludgeon.
No, I understood. So, yeah, you crack him on the top of the skull. I mean, the only effect of that would be to kind of force his jaws together.
Yeah, well, maybe he can't swallow it.
You're not really stopping him from swallowing. You're just kind of.
Yeah, it was like a late reaction. He kind of dodged, he missed him, and then I just kind of like sideswiped him with the hilt.
I mean, if you hit him in the throat.
All right, so to see what
True,
happened
that's true.
in terms of
But
like
I also
his reflexes, I rolled a cons check to see if he actually managed to like force the swallow. He rolled a crit, so he's definitely swallowed.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
And a moment later, his
damn.
mouth starts frothing.
just to be clear, that wasn't me.
All right, I'll search the body. How many of these vials can I get?
2 other vials, because the beggar took the other.
All right. The cyanide vials, I assume?
Yeah, they're poison, which do 2d6 poison.
Okay. Neat. All right. Anything else on these guys of value?
You find 1 more of the rolled up scrolls, which you had already looted, and then there would probably be a couple of coins. We'll say altogether there are 7 gold pieces.
Okay.
Some of these gold pieces are weird. Like, only 2 of them are actually native from the 10 towns. The other 5 are from all different areas of northern Faerun. Like, gotten through trade as opposed to minted.
Okay.
You find a couple of, like, bone knickknacks. Probably worth about 7 gold pieces to the right collector. So just say Redhead Nomad knickknacks or
Okay.
good. And then 4 sets of like fur clothing with heavy cloaks, heavy dark cloaks.
Okay. And of course, they're daggers, I assume.
Short swords, yeah. They're
4 short.
4 short swords. They're not made of metal though. These ones are like sharpened bone.
Oh, so they're worthless.
I mean, they're pretty nice. The craftsmanship's decent. They function just like a short sword does.
Okay. As long as people buy them, I don't care. All right. So I'll take them outside and then strip them down. Leave their corpses in a pile right outside the cover them up.
If you said you saw Trovis, you might want to wake him up.
Yeah, I'll just say I'm gonna go wake up Trovis while Tahko's doing that.
I mean,
Yeah.
I want to kick snow over them and then go to bed.
Well, that's not. Nobody wants to find that in the morning.
Well, yeah, it'll just look like stacked up wood. But,
Zagrax, go
Tom.
outside. You find where Trovis was bundled in a barrel, like a couple of layers of snow already having gone on top of him. And you shake him vigorously, you slap him in the face a few times, and he does not wake up.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
And the
And
snoring
then,
continues.
Yeah.
Whole time we're doing this, did the old lady sleep through all of that?
No, that's a good point. I did mean to add, when you're carrying the bodies downstairs, the room next to Zagrax and Vulwin's, the door kind of creaks open. You see a scared-looking face kind of peeking out, and then they see you carrying the bodies, and the door just immediately just slams shut.
I'll just be like, hey, do you have a change of bed sheets? Okay, never mind.
We put the fire out. Fun.
Yeah, where do you think they keep the extra sheets?
I mean, looking around, you do find that there is a cupboard outside your room near where the stairs are, and there are a couple of extra sets of sheets and things, pillows, bundled in there. They're all a little bit musty smelling. They're clean, but musty.
Yeah. when walking past the room back to like, well, we're gonna use these. Don't mind us.
Oh, okay. And you hear something like shifting in the other room, like something being scraped across the floor, and then you hear a bit of a thud against the door. So what else are you doing? Are you going to back to bed for the rest of the night?
Is there
bodies out? Go ahead.
I say after trying to wake Trovis, is there like a town guard around or anything, or is it like just Trovis?
Make a investigation check.
Nice.
Yeah, there are like 2 other guards in this town, and you do manage to find one of them. He's
Hooray!
a half-orc leaning on a heavy spear, a block, well, probably like 200 or 300 meters down the road or something like that. And he sees you approaching, and he takes the spear and puts it down. It's like, what are you doing out this time of night?
Well, I was enjoying my night after drinking and sleeping, but had a party of Dragonborn tried to slay me in my sleep.
A party of Dragonborn.
Yep. 4 of them.
Roll persuasion.
It's not a very fun party.
Hey.
Well, bit of a boring spot at the moment, and it's cold. You're staying at the inn, right?
Correct.
At least it's going to be warm there. All right, lead on. Let's see these Dragonborn.
Okay, I guess we'll wander back, and this is probably where Tahko's hauling out the last of the corpses.
Probably kicking snow at him.
I kind of imagine like Tahko just strolling outside, like the 2 dead Dragonborn held by the cuff, and just plop them out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
As you can see, 4 Dragonborn.
I was like, yeah.
Trovis is in the barrel over there. I tried to wake him, but
Okay. Are all of your party safe?
thankfully, yes. There's a bit of a mess in the inn, though, unfortunately.
The bodies
And
are easier to move when they're frozen.
you said you'd all been drinking?
With Trovis.
I know he can sometimes get a little black out. You mind telling me exactly what happened here?
Oh.
Hey, Zagrax, what's keeping you?
Yeah, I'll outline, everything that occurred, and that the ladies who own the inn were across the hall when it all went down, and they're currently, cowering in fear in their room.
Across the hall. They have a room downstairs. Roll persuasion with disadvantage.
Yeah, the room's like right next to ours, like on the first floor.
What did you want the guards to do? Arrest the corpses? You're going to get yourself in more trouble.
No,
Yeah.
guard?
Ah,
Yep. Police are just in time. Knock out.
And you say Trovis is asleep in a barrel?
I'm gonna walk him over there and
Oh, he's
Shake
walking
Trovis.
you over there.
Yep.
okay. Oh yeah. At this point, the level of fucks I give is so low that I'm just like, this is just guard mode. Like, it's better to let somebody know that this went down instead of him wandering up and being like, "Oh, there's a pile of corpses outside of the inn."
Vulwin's gonna come to the door as all this is going on and be like, well, I think that's everything.
I kicked snow over them. They wouldn't have found them. Oh.
Well, oh good. Did you find the guard?
Yes.
Yep,
found-
having a bit of a hard time convincing of them what went down.
Well, assassins tried to kill Zagrax in our sleep, and we had to kill him to defend ourselves.
Oh, there were assassins. This wasn't just a barroom brawl.
No, we were in the middle of sleeping.
I did forget to mention that, didn't I?
Yes, you just said you got drunk with Trovus and then killed a group of Dragonborn.
Yeah, you gotta give him some credit. He kind of drank himself under the table. Sorry about that.
I mean, if he's drinking with Trovus, I can kind of understand that. And then with that, he reverses the spear, and then with the butt, poof, 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 hammers on the barrel. And when Trovus doesn't wake up, he basically just tips the barrel over and just starts kicking snow into his face.
Oh, beautiful.
Does he actually wake up?
No.
Nope.
I do like that he would just sleep through the night with snow on his face. That seems pretty uncharacter.
Yeah.
When we first found him, he fell asleep under the snow. So.
He never ceases to amaze me.
He certainly has a interesting tolerance for alcohol. One day it's going to get this town in trouble. Seeing as it's so late, get yourselves back to bed, and if Trovus is awake by that time in the morning, first thing, come by the guard post. You can find, he kind of points out where the guard post is, and make a full report just so we can get to grips with what happened here. I'll deal with Dragonborn themselves.
No, we already did that.
You left them outside. That's hardly dealing with them.
Well, no, that's his. I point to Tahko like that's his job. Oh, okay.
Not sticking around.
So you probably pointed in the direction of the outbuilding where Tahko went.
No, I pointed back towards that, like kind of like, hey, he was. Oh, he's gone. Oh, okay.
Don't leave town until you've spoken to us about this.
Yep. Will do.
Yeah, just don't wake us up in the morning.
And where
He's going to turn back in and walk in.
in the inn, which room did it take place in?
I'll just, I'd wander in, and because this is like the first time, like walking out of there is like the first time I've seen it because it's blackout drunk going in. So I'll walk him back to the room and, past the fire burned stairs and things on burned everything and blood stains and and everything that goes on.
Yeah, there's just some bloodstained like clothing, like or bloodstained sheets, just like sitting outside, like the door to like the side, just out of the way enough.
Is there no guard NPC?
Yeah, there's no guards in this town. It's just Trovus.
Just Trovus. He does it all. Well,
Yeah.
he's conscious.
I mean, be fair, he can do it all. It seems.
Mm-hmm.
When he's conscious.
Yeah, he had the
Yeah.
right priorities, right?
True.
Sleep through the night.
Just give you your stats. So he's going to take a look around where all the people were murdered. And now that he's kind of seen where all the corpses are, where you guys were, he's kind of putting two and two together and seems to be accepting the story a bit more that these are indeed people who had tried to attack you at night because this all took place in your room. And it is verifiably your room. Although, actually, no, it's not.
It's not.
No, it's not.
No.
Because he starts looking through the packs and finds, like, women's undergarments and...
Yeah. I'll just look over like, Zagrax, you want to explain that?
It's like, there's a fire.
I really don't.
Vulwin will just point up.
Could you please wake up your companions so I can verify this with them?
Yeah, sure. Like I was, Zagrax, why don't you go wake him up?
Yeah.
Like I was saying, he got blackout drunk, and then you like walk out of the room.
Gonna go wake me up.
Then Zagrax just stares daggers into the back of your head and will go and wake up Elora and leave your Irilyssa alone.
Okay. Oh, what do you want?
Let it be known that I won the drinking contest.
Are you being killed again?
If I can avoid it, no.
Okay. She'll
Yeah.
oblige and do whatever.
I mean, the guard will have followed Zagrax up and then kind of stands outside, lowers his eyes when he sees that you're just wearing your nighties now. It's like, is this your room, ladies?
We switched rooms with Zagrax and Vulwin because Zagrax was too drunk.
Yep.
And then people tried to kill him.
That's the first thing about this story I actually believe. Would you mind if I take a look through the bags in this room to verify that?
They're not mine, so yeah.
And with kind of a bit of an apology, he goes in, rifles through the bags, recognizes that, yes, these are indeed Zagrax and Vulwin's, and you have indeed switched rooms. It's like, okay, report back to the guard tomorrow, don't leave town. I'm going to try and make something of this. Can I recommend that those two of you in the crime room, the death room, the butcher's room, find somewhere else to sleep? Because, yeah,
It's a crime
just
scene
somewhere
now?
else.
Wait, what about my bags? Can I have my bag,
Yeah.
Roll
Go
persuasion.
get it.
please? Okay. Because at this point, she's like, wait, something's happening now. Oh, man.
Why? What are you hiding in them?
It's my stuff, that's all.
Her underpants.
Yeah, my underwear.
And Zagrax is giving him the look of like, you freaking went through the bag, you moron.
You looked through the bag, didn't you? It's just my
Yes,
stuff.
but there's always other contraband to be found if you're not immediately
Hi.
looking for it. Unfortunately, under these circumstances, I'm going to have to say no. They are part of the crime scene at this point. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Will it make you feel better if I go down to the guard post and stay there until Trovis wakes up?
That would probably be wise. There is, in fact, a metal cage that we keep. You may want to go into the metal cage and shut the door behind you.
Zagrax is staring like just icicles at this dude. Like, yeah, you just fucking had to say it that way, huh?
Well, that's probably more comfortable than where I'm gonna have to sleep tonight, which I don't know where that is.
There is.
I don't know where that is. No, that's that might. Maybe I'll take you up with an offer. Maybe I won't.
I'm going back to bed.
Irilyssa finally rolls over and she looks at the floor. There's plenty of floor. And then she flips back over. Turns
Yeah,
away
see,
from
that
you.
sounds like a great idea. That we're all in one spot, and Zagrax, you're in a nice place.
I'll see myself to that cell now.
After Irilyssa's like, you can sleep on the. Okay, fine. Well, I'll leave. Goodbye.
Okay, so just to move things forward, you guys go to bed. Zagrax, you put yourself in the cell. Whether you lock the door or not, it's up to you. There is no guard there. This is literally the only guy on duty right now. Vulwin, you find a place to curl up. Like, you're an outdoorsman, you're kind of used to finding places to curl up.
I'm gonna go get the clean sheets at least.
I mean, if you wanted to, you could probably set a bed up outside the crime scene, or you could just like sleep on one of the tables
He
downstairs.
he doesn't even care at this point. Like the other room sounds safer given what happened so far tonight. So I'll just bunk on the floor in there.
Okay. And we skip until the next morning, so you have all had a long rest now.
Yay.
Yay!
Frick. Lord, dude.
Awesome.
Having now slept off like half of the alcohol at this point.
Yep.
I like the way you played police. It's very accurate. Like,
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
people tried to murder in my sleep. Okay, I'm going to arrest you now.
You're like I was drunk and then everybody showed up dead. Like
I mean, it's,
You see?
I didn't even catch that. That's what you said at first, Zagrax. Like I was like, oh no.
Yeah, well, welcome to the having not in real life had any run-ins with any of that, and two, Zagrax is still half drunk and like asleep.
Yep.
I think it was an entirely realistic scene, that.
Yep.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
like, I'm a guard. This will go over fine.
Yeah, that's pretty much how that went. Yep.
Yep.
Not your town.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Elora will tell Irilyssa that we can't get our stuff because Zagrax turned the room into a crime scene. Into an official crime scene.
Vulwin's not going to
Technically-
argue with that.
You're not wrong.
You could have just slept in the blood and been fine, but
Yeah.
no.
Hey, Mr. Former Town Guard was like, it's much better to tell the guy about it. Could have told it in a better way, but hey,
You know,
instead of them just finding us sleeping in the doom and gloom after they find the bodies outside.
Found the bodies. They had a light covering of snow.
post game, I got a fun thing to tell you on that.
Yeah, right.
Maybe there's like a shoe sticking out. No one cares.
All right, so next morning, you will come to Vulwin. You actually get woken about 2 hours before this. One of the proprietors of the inn finds you and basically like pulls a mattress out of somewhere. She's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, dearie. You must have a proper night's sleep. This is pride of the house. I'd offer you my own bed if I wasn't in it."
Oh, that's fair, considering everything that, we put you through. Not our fault, but yeah, thanks.
Well, I'm just pleased it's all over with now.
Yeah, me too.
It was a bit noisy.
He's gonna kind of get up from where he is with all the blankets like wrapped around him and just kind of like roll onto the mattress.
Yeah, it's just set up like downstairs in the main bar room, but it is like in front of the hearth, so it's a bit warmer.
Okay, good.
So yeah, next morning, those of you sleeping here like come to the smells of. No, I said they don't cook food here.
The smells of
I thought
blood.
they did breakfast here.
Yeah, they did
there was
food. They
breakfast.
don't do alcohol. I don't think.
Yeah.
You basically wake up to the clattering and movement from downstairs as various like pieces of bread and hams, cheeses, mushrooms,
Ooh, I'm first up for that.
sliced mushrooms, sautéed mushrooms. No fried mushrooms though; they don't cook them.
Okay.
Of course.
In various cuts and different types. And there is a bit of a... It's not exactly a feast, but there are, like, continental breakfast type thing laid out downstairs.
Cool. Yeah, after last night... Yeah, after last night's endeavor, Vulwin's not really going to care about the whole mushroom thing. He's just going to eat whatever's there. It all tastes good this morning.
And, yeah, Vulwin, being downstairs, you're woken up, again, before... Well, as, like, the movement's happening... a man and a woman kind of creep down the stairs, kind of see you, and then just dart for the door. And they leave. You know.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I get it.
So you are now all at breakfast.
All right.
Wait, me included?
No.
Nope.
I didn't think so.
No.
I assume not. Yeah.
I'll show up a little late because I sleep in. I'm comfy.
Yeah.
I'm finally well rested. Eating my mushroom.
Yeah, I was sub-night, huh?
Yeah.
Making odd, like, awkward, like, morning conversation while stuffing, like, pieces of bread and meat into his mouth.
I could change
Where is Zagrax? Did somebody else kill him?
He's in prison.
He put himself in prison, from what I understand.
Yeah, he talked his way right into it.
Yeah.
Nice cot, probably all to himself.
Yeah.
Okay. Smart idea, I guess. Probably not.
I don't know.
That fella has some interesting choices.
Well,
So I would ask if you had a good night's sleep, but considering the carnage upstairs, I'm guessing not. I'm so sorry about that. It's not usually the kind of hospitality we try to provide here.
I don't think it was your fault. You don't need to say sorry.
All the same, had I actually been awake, they would have had to come through me. And worse, through her.
Yeah, that I believe.
I heard that!
Honestly,
So the
I
guard
just
said to tell you to swing by the guard post when you've had
Yeah.
your breakfast.
Okay.
Yeah.
that's expected.
And I guess I should probably go and wake up Trovis again. She goes outside, and you hear just a splash as ice cold water is just thrown over Trovis. Then a now I need to warm myself up again.
He's a simple man.
And moments later, Trovis comes stomping inside and starts putting his hands out in front of the fire. So, good night's sleep. Had a couple too many to drink, I think.
That's the fight.
There was a fight. Who'd you pick on this
Yep.
time?
Assassins.
Assassins.
Mm-hmm.
Not the nicest fight. Wait, assassins?
Yeah. They showed up at our room and tried to kill Zagrax in the middle of the night. You know, not the best way to wake up. He's choking on some bread.
Oh, well,
It's kind of dry.
I'm so sorry at your loss. I will drink one to his memory.
He's still alive.
Oh, he's not here. Where is he then?
He turned himself
Jail.
into the authorities, essentially.
He
Yeah.
He
tried to
tried to
assassinate himself.
No, I think he,
As well.
is this right, Vulwin? He went to a town's guard to try to take care of something, but now the town's guard are suspicious of him.
Yeah, I mean, he brought a guard over or something. I don't know what he told him, but they seem to think that he got drunk and killed people. So, you know,
Yeah.
probably said something wrong.
I don't
Technically,
know.
that's not an invalid statement.
Yeah, but he was definitely trying to be killed and not the other way around.
Well, I don't think he was trying to be killed.
Well, people were trying to kill him. Sorry, I'm just still waking up.
Isn't like half this group just kind of drunk with a hangover?
Yeah.
Yes.
Trovis then makes his way over to the door, like, opens the door, looks out, and like, and where did this happen?
Upstairs.
First floor of
Upstairs?
the room with the first
Yeah,
floor
in
room with
his
the bloody
that he was
sheets.
sleeping in.
Why didn't you wake me?
Tried.
I didn't know.
Fair enough.
Or-
Yeah, I've been told I'm a bit of a heavy sleeper. Goes with the heavy drinking.
Yeah. Zagrax didn't even wake up when he got stabbed.
Technically, I did.
Or, sorry, when I was yelling about assassins, he didn't even budge.
Well, you're not here to argue that. You didn't wake
But,
up when you
yeah.
got stabbed.
Yeah, no, it's true, but like the stab sure woke him up though.
I do remember one time, actually, we were out camping and some bugbears tried to creep up on us in the night. Of course, we'd had a celebratory round or three the night before. Old Battleborn took a great club to the face, broke his jaw. Didn't wake up, though. He said it's the most painless injury he's ever taken.
Interesting.
Not sure how he said that, though.
Yeah.
Probably through grit teeth.
Yeah, probably. Definitely would have taken a couple of, what are they called? Earth sandwiches. You know, because his face is in there. I'm going to go and check this room. Just upstairs, you said?
Yep.
Time to do my job.
Blood.
Blood's all part of a battle. Although, if you're fighting against skeletons, you'll be lucky to get any blood out of those.
Sense.
Good, I guess.
Well, actually, there was this one time we were fighting against these skeletons, which were a bit more newly dead, shall we say. Kind of on the passage between zombie and skeleton. Crack those bones open, the marrow spills right out. Really quite disgusting, I'll be honest.
Oh.
Yeah, stank.
We're eating here.
Say no more. Say no more. And with that, he stomps upstairs, and you again hear like clattering and movement up there.
I love this guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, how do I react to that other than, oh?
Right?
you just look at him like, are you kidding me, dude? Come on, man.
I just
Fast.
So, to fast forward things, you eat your breakfast, you gather all your things, except for Irilyssa and Elora, because your stuff is still locked up in the room. And are you making your way to the guard post after all of this?
Yeah.
time to cut town and go.
Oh!
Thanks,
Can
guys.
I take like a half of bread for Zagrax?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, good.
The proprietors are like very apologetic and about all of that happened, and they like try to fill your haversacks with a couple of extra provisions. We'll say like an extra ration each for the
that's
road.
cute.
Oh, nice.
36.
Wow.
Wow.
I hope you like mushrooms.
Yeah.
Oh, yay.
Give me a couple of days. We'll be fine.
Well, while these guys go to the police station, I'm actually just going to go sell the stuff on the sled.
There you go.
I mean, we'll use the party did sell some stuff in between sessions.
Yeah.
So we'll just use the same stats as that.
Yep.
Just keep it simple. So yeah, you can work that out between sessions again. Keep it quick. So yeah, you minus Tahko head back to the guard post, where you do find Trovus sorting through your bags, Elora and Irilyssa, and as you walk in, he kind of puts them up on the counter, like, well, you can have these back again. Sorry about that.
Thank you. It's all right.
So,
It's clearly been wearing them through the night.
the full story. We heard a bit of it from Zagrax here. Not the best teller of tales, I must say, so let's hear it from you. What happened?
Well, Vulwin, shouldn't you start since you were there first?
Yeah. Can I give this bread to Zagrax?
Oh yeah, the door's still open, we never bothered locking it. Unless
He's
you locked it
pretty
yourself.
dutiful.
Did you lock it yourself, Zagrax?
Heck no.
Okay.
It probably was the door was probably even open.
Yeah, the door was open. You just walk in and then you can either shut it, which would lock it, or you just leave it open.
Okay, yeah. No, it's open.
Just give him some bread, but break it off and show him there's a nail file in there, and then give him a big wink.
Yeah. I'd be like, just so you know, if you need to break out, there's a dagger inside of here. No, but no, I'll give him the bread. Like, there you go. It's for you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Does it have a mushroom topping?
Maybe. Maybe it does. Who knows?
And it
It probably does. Yes, it does. I'm going to say it does.
It also has a bit of a nutty taste. It's made from mushroom flour.
Oh, nice.
Wonderful.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll just be like, it's made with mushrooms. And I'll walk away and...
Yeah. Zagrax just probably just stares at it for a bit. Like you can see his eyes like going in like 1,000-yard stare and like hangover zone number 1, and just sitting there like, I should eat this, but I don't want to. But I should eat this, and it's like
the dilemma.
Yep, like 30 seconds of it before he finally starts eating it.
All right, so we went out to
Slowly.
a night for celebratory drinking, getting back, and having been in the tundra for far too long. And several of us imbibed a lot of drinks. We went back to the
Whoa.
inn.
Question.
Yeah.
Was I there?
Yeah. You were there.
Important
You
detail.
were
Wonderful.
absolutely there.
Carry on.
Yeah. We went back to the inn to get a good night's sleep. Zagrax couldn't hold his drink, and so we stumbled up to the bottom floor. The room.
That's
Got to
probably
sleep.
how I ended up in the barrel. Couldn't quite get it to the room.
I don't know. We lost track of you.
Hard to do. I'm pretty big.
Yeah, we just kind of like walked away. We didn't really know where you went after that. We went at the end.
Fair enough. Carry on.
So went to bed. Heard a bunch of feet scuffling from outside the room in the middle of the night, and looks like some figures came into our room brandishing weapons and jumped to it. And they started stabbing Zagrax.
What kind of weapons?
Well, short sword, dagger. I think one of them also had like a bludgeoning weapon, didn't they?
No, it was just rolling bludgeoning damage for some reason, even though they
Yeah.
clearly use
Oh.
short swords.
Oh, I was so confused. I was like, huh, yeah, short swords.
No, one of them did try
daggers.
to punch you. That's the guy that did bludgeoning.
Oh. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, short swords, daggers, fists,
yeah,
fire, breath.
Nice metal weapons, right?
Well, no, they were kind of weird. Now, these were the ones that were described as, like, bone weapons? Yeah. No, looks like they're made of bone. Kind of weird if you ask me.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, and
Pretty much turned into a do or die moment. They were dead set on killing Zagrax and taking him to the grave, even if it meant them too.
and
I
the one with the
Took a couple lessons I learned from you to stay alive.
well, you learn a lot of lessons like that in the profession we've chosen. Just hope you
Yeah, he
remember
was
them when
drunk and screaming.
it matters again. So the one with the frothy mouth, what happened to him?
I think he drank some poison or something. I don't really know. He took something out of a pocket and then just chopped out on it and started frothing.
See, looking it over, we found glass in his mouth, but there was also a great big lump on the top of his head, like his mouth had been shut forcibly.
Yeah, we tried. Yeah, I actually tried to knock that out of his mouth,
By
but
hitting him on
no
the top of
luck.
the mouth.
Well, he moved fast, and Zagrax tried to grab it and then couldn't grab it, so it was a bit of a scuffle. You know how those things can be.
Roll persuasion.
Okay. Let's see. Where is persuasion? There it is. Got a 17.
Okay.
Yeah, and he'll like, even though last night he was like saying it wasn't me. He'll just kind of like tap the hilt of his sword. Like I said, it was all a bit of a scramble.
Yeah, I know.
If I
how
had thought
those
better of it, I might have just kicked him in the stomach or something.
All right. Well, I know that they had an interest in Silver Dragonborn. These are, I think, the same ones that I ran out of town once before. Apparently, I didn't do a good enough job of that. So, their motives, at least, seem to make sense. Can you tell me about why Zagrax?
I'll stand up and walk out of the cell and give him the scroll,
Oh, watch out! You got a jailbreak.
and then I'll hand him the note that we found on him, and then walk back into the cell and sit back down again.
You kind of that does a double take as you walk back into the cell.
Hey, it's comfy. I'm used to sitting there. Just keep me from throwing up everywhere.
All right, so he unscrolls it, looks it through, looks over you, Zagrax, looks it again. Looks over the group of you. Irilyssa, would you mind just writing your name on this piece of paper?
Why?
I'm just curious about something.
Okay. She comes over and she writes her name.
And then he compares your name versus the handwriting that's on the scroll. And they're pretty different. Alright. Well, it seems, as far as I can make out, bunch of dudes jumped you while you were trying to sleep. You thumped them. They died. You called for a guard. Explained your story really badly. You should probably work on that a little bit in future.
No arguments here.
But otherwise, I would say that this was a matter of self-defense.
Sounds right to me.
I definitely think so.
Well, you can leave the cell now if you want.
He already left it.
Oh, wait, no, he went back
You-
in, didn't he?
Then we went back.
Oh, did you? Okay,
Yes.
Oh yeah,
sorry.
I
Went back
walked
in.
out to give him the scroll and walked back in and sat
Oh my
back down
gosh.
again. And there's definitely like the the face of trying to keep it together and not throw up all over the place.
Just give me a couple minutes and I can move again.
Yeah. All right.
Oh.
Here, try drinking some of this, and he hands you a flask.
Gonna like look at him, like uncork it and smell it. Is it alcohol?
It's alcohol.
I assume. Yeah.
Hey, the
It
bread's
makes you
pretty
ride of
dry.
rain every time. After a particularly heavy night, just drink a swig of that. No problems. Most of the time.
I'll be like, look at him, and then like shrugging halfway, and then he said most of the time, and then I'll just hand it back to him.
Your loss. I wouldn't try running anywhere though, otherwise you'll come just back up again. And just remember,
Understood.
if that happens, don't be facing your party that won't appreciate it.
Yeah, I've had to deal with a town drunk or two in my day.
I would say I've had the same problem, but honestly, I'm usually the drunk.
And you're a professional.
Of course. So, what are you all doing now? I would say you're free to go. We'll deal with the bodies unless there's anything else you want to add to what happened here.
No.
Yeah, not looking to add anything to it.
Well, I think we need to go check on Garrett, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, but while in passing, like when we all finally get up to leave, I'll just be like, oh yeah, they did mention that they worked for whatever the Bava Yearthess, whatever.
Earth. Yeah. Queen
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
Yearthess.
Lava Earth mess.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Guava Earth mess. Sounds like a druid.
I don't know.
Could be.
But, well,
Lishrug.
Well, whatever the name, they tried to kill Zagrax in the sleep and then, interrupted ours, so don't really like them.
Yep, if you ever start to actually like your enemies, you got a problem.
Agreed.
Piece of wisdom right there.
that's probably fair.
So, what do you want to do now?
Move very slowly.
Yeah, we'll rush Zagrax over to Garrett's.
Yeah. Yeah, we should at least check on his status.
Yep.
Alright, as you're leaving, Trovis stops you, Zagrax, by just putting out his warhammer and stopping you at the hilt.
Mm-hmm.
Take this. You'll need it more than I do.
Oh, shit.
Like, Zagrax just stare at it, stare at him, stare at it, stare at him, him.
Take
Wait,
it
really?
before I change my mind. Yeah, it might be my fault that those dragon folk came back. Didn't do a good enough job of running them out of town. Plus, you did the town a big favor, restoring all of their items. Can't pay you money, but I have a few treasures I can throw at, and this is one of them.
I appreciate it. I'll be sure to take good care of it.
I hope you do. It served me well. Hope it serves you good too.
Thank you, sir.
And then I don't know if there's like some generic Dragonborn like salute, handshake thingy, whatever saying or anything, but whatever that would be. Bam! Perfect. I'm down to fist bump him.
Okay.
Nice.
You are now in
Wow.
possession of a very nice, very heavy warhammer,
Cool.
Hooray!
which I will send you the details of.
Hooray!
Wow.
Honorary drunken night and get into a brawl and nice reward. Look at that.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Turn yourself into jail. You're fine.
Mm-hmm. All worked out.
Mm-hmm. Utrovis.
Okay.
Just double check one thing.
Was our plan to head to Bryn Shander after this? Or somewhere
Yeah,
else?
when I meet up with everybody, go ahead and put down. We'll get a little bit more than this because we just got new stuff for me to liquidate. But from the old stuff we have, go ahead and put down 44 gold pieces, 8 silver pieces, and 8 copper pieces.
Cool. Toss that in chat for us. No.
Okay.
So as we probably pass the inn, I'll drop like five gold. Nah, we'll say like 10 gold pieces on the counter.
Right.
Yeah.
Can we get this in like platinum or gems as well?
Here probably not.
Okay. Had a hunch.
Yeah.
Like there are a few businesses and things around, but it's definitely no Bryn Shander or Easthaven.
Still, payday.
Mm-hmm.
From here, we'll probably have to travel through Caradenival, maybe down to the east way.
Yeah.
Crossroads there would be the safest route.
There's also the note that we got about someone being in a frozen chariot that we should probably check out.
Oh, is that again?
Frozen what?
The outpost that I found at the
Oh, you'll find me on the Frozen Ferry in East Haven. You're right.
Yeah.
Well,
If we can figure out what Shardalin is.
Okay.
the hunt for Shardalin continues. Yes, you're right.
Figure out what that is as well.
Yeah. If the Frozen Fire expeditions are willing to get Garrett back to Targos, then I suppose we could head to East Haven to investigate.
Okay.
Does it sound good with everybody else?
Yeah.
We've got to head down that way anyways, so might as well. It's
Works for
everything
me.
up here seems to be connected to what's happening in East Haven, possibly. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, just work on there.
Yeah, we should still meet up with the fellow we saved on the mountain. What's his name again?
Garrett, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we're walking right there right now.
Yeah.
Tahko.
Good. Yes. Yes, good.
And
Cool.
so yeah, you make your way over to the Frozen Fire expeditions. And it seems pretty quiet at the moment.
Oh,
No screaming.
that's good.
Perfect.
Way better than last
Still
time.
gagged. Yeah.
No.
So as you enter the store, again with all the sleds and snowshoes and boxed up rations put aside, you can hear the bark of dogs from the kennels which are next to it. You are met at the entrance by the... Totally forgotten who they are. By the proprietor. There we go, that's a good word.
Mm-hmm.
It is an excellent word.
I've made heavy use of it today.
Proprietor.
Yeah, human scout. So, yes, human. You've returned. Garrett's out back if you wanted to speak to him. I think he's awake.
Oh,
Okay. Thank you.
Of course. And you go out back, and indeed, in kind of the side room, clearly this was like one of the rooms occupied by one of the proprietors, which they've put aside for the injured guy. There is a clear level of camaraderie between the different wilderness guides. Those of you who are in the wilderness kind of know this. There's that kind of mutual respect in the jobs that you do. So Garrett's being treated really well here in Frozen Forest. They would be expected to be treated if they were injured in Targos. And yeah, Garrett's there, sitting up in bed at the moment. He's got a book that he's just kind of thumbing through.
Well, look who's alive.
Yes, I hear I have you to thank for that, and for my leg as well. And he kind of pats the sheet in front of him.
Feeling better?
Well, I'm still definitely not myself quite yet, but at least not at death's door anymore.
Good.
Have you managed to go back up the mountain and see if any of the others made it?
No.
I see.
No, we have not. We have elsewhere to travel on to, I'm afraid.
Well, I will speak to my colleagues here and see if they can mount some kind of rescue mission for that. It is what they do after all.
Yeah.
We were tasked to rescue you. That's all. But I'm glad we achieved that. Please don't get yourself killed before getting home.
I think for the next couple of months I will not be doing much venturing. A quick sled ride back home, and then after that, rest and recuperation with Keegan.
Good.
And what of you? What are you doing now?
Heading down towards East Haven, I believe.
Nice town. Not as good as Targos. He gives you a bit of a smile.
Well, if you're joking, you must be feeling better.
Well, I know that one of the keys to survival is to try and keep your hopes up. I was remembering some of the jokes that Keegan used to tell me. Probably what kept me alive on the mountain until you found me. And I realise I haven't really said it, and please don't think me ungrateful from my constant asking if you'll go back up, but thank you. Really, each of you. Thank you.
Just glad you're still around.
Yes.
I do dread to think what would have happened had I got my way and continued up. I remember that at least.
There were a couple of cats that were trying to eat you. That's what happened.
Yeah.
What are they called again? They're really rare.
Crag cats.
Crag cats. So at least it would have been a delicacy for rare species.
I'm glad that you weren't, though.
They are known as man-eaters for a reason, so I'm glad you came across me when you did.
Do you remember what happened when you were up there? Looks like you had a couple bites in you.
I just remember a yeti attacking us. Growling bear tried to fight against it. Quite the mighty warrior. I took a few blows. I tried to run away as the yeti had taken a liking to me. He chased. I saw the tiefling running up the hill. I'm not sure what happened to the cleric, whose name I've totally forgotten, but Garrett would totally know.
Hypothermia does that.
Yeah, if you want the names, I can get you the names.
I don't care about the names. They're dead to me.
They're like
No offense, but whatever.
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yes, I'm fairly sure that Growling Bear did do an incredible amount of damage, but the Yeti was too much for him. That's when it started chasing me. I slipped down the cliff, and that's, I believe, where you found me.
Down the cliff. I would would have figured you would climb further up.
Well, the tiefling went up, so I went down.
Ah.
Tried to split ourselves up. It was just the one Yeti, at least that we saw.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to divulge the business, but what was the reason you were guiding them up there in particular?
Growling Bear was looking to find the Winter Walker. Apparently it is a great challenge amongst his people to bring a werebear low, and we had heard from other scouts in the region that werebears had been spotted up near
Kelvin's
Cairn.
Yeah, we'd heard some of parties were going up there, and we thought that's probably what you were up there for too. But it's good to know.
We never did catch it. So
Did you see it?
If you're trying to get yourselves a little more renown, possibly a pretty valuable pelt, may still have some luck. No, we did not see it.
We've had enough things trying to kill us as of late.
That's true.
Zagrax has got like a bandage around his side and is quite heavily bandaged himself.
Yes, I imagine.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we don't need to seek out those kind of things. They find us.
It's true.
Unfortunately, they tend to find us in the middle of the night.
Then again, it's always night.
Unless we can do something about it.
We're working on it.
All right. Well, take good care of yourself.
Yes, if you're safe here, and they'll take care of you here, and bring you home and everything, then I guess mission accomplished.
Yes. All the best on your journeys as well. I can only hope with you out there that there will be many other fortunates who live when they really should have died.
Yeah. Well, don't go with that death wish. Boy really saved you. He came to find us.
Yes, he did.
He led us the whole way there, actually. So
He was always the most loyal of hounds. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Happy dog.
I'm a good boy.
I am the goodest boy.
For I'm the one that lived.
Oh, jeez.
If we make it back to Targos again, we'll be sure to swing by.
Yes, please do. You'd be more than welcome. I know my husband would be most hospitable. He's an excellent cook.
sounds good.
I'm afraid I have nothing really to offer you except my expertise, and that would be of limited use right now.
No worries.
You should rest. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But in a couple of months, if I am up and about again, if you do need a guide, please do find me in Targos. I would be happy to assist.
Very well.
Yeah. Maybe by that point you'll be able to see the sun out.
Mm-hmm.
That would be nice. Kind of looks around the dark room.
Right. Well, okay.
Yeah. Well, remember the friend, Ted. Remember the Ted friend.
Thank you again, all of you. Okay.
And
so
off we go.
you head off. Tahko, can you roll me a perception check, please?
Sure. Is this the catch that? Is this the catch that Vulwin just said? Remember the Ted, Fred?
I just said it backwards. I just said it backwards.
Remember the friend 10.
Yeah. Words, man.
Ben 10. All right, so 15. Do I see anything? Hear anything?
I think you're being sent a secret.
Uh-oh.
Did I have a slot egg in him that we didn't notice?
Oh, God.
Not good.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's only that.
Before we leave, quick thought. When you were barely alive, you kept mentioning a feather, a raven feather.
Yes. He kind of
What can you tell me?
reaches into his book and opens it again, pulls out the bookmark he was using, which is a raven's feather. Just something that kept on coming to me. A feather in the wilderness. East of here somewhere. Begging to be found. That's all I can tell you.
Is that before or after the delirium?
It might well have been part of it. Not sure. But I do know that I woke up with this in my pocket.
You did.
Yes,
Okay. Thank you.
of course. Kind of looks between you.
And
each of
we
you
all
again.
meander out.
We're
Yeah.
like, okay.
I have a feeling that was one of those, like, we're leaving, and Tahko's like, wait a minute.
Wait.
Okay. And then,
Yep.
One more thing.
Yeah.
oh, by the way.
One last
Hey,
thing.
about that crazy thing you said.
You daft bastard.
Okay, so what are you doing? Where are we going?
Alright, so, right after we exit there, I'm going to ask something crazy. Do you mind if we head east to go look for a giant raven feather?
What?
I believe this is the second time you've asked if we could do that.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
It's at least not the first.
This sounds a little far-fetched to be.
Even if there is a even if there is a feather out there, we don't
I don't
have
know.
any idea where it is.
East?
Yeah,
That's
but
The fact that a feather ended up on him leads me to believe that it might be of some significance, actually.
Well, are we sure he did just have the feather and he just forgot? Yeah, lots happened to him.
That is true.
It's true. I'm not
Like-
saying you have to. I'm just saying I believe that it's important.
Okay, well, in my expert opinion, I'm not sure how to find a feather out in the middle of the snow. Do you have any good ideas, Tahko?
Well, it is black against a white background. It shouldn't be that hard.
like a normal bird-sized feather.
No. A massive giant feather.
Wouldn't it have
there's a
been
lot
swept
of
away
fun.
by the wind regardless?
If it has the significance that I think it does, we were meant to find it.
And
Okay.
what exactly do you think it has significance-wise?
Yes, you have to give us more information before we'll go along with this.
I think it is a message from my goddess.
All right, what's she saying?
She's saying to go find the feather.
And it will.
That's all I have.
Man, I want to insight check Tahko because I don't know about this. This just sounds like he's making up stuff.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Roll it.
17.
Dang!
So, Tahko, if you want to DM Vulwin, any other details he may have gleaned?
I mean, this is honestly, I'm telling the truth, but I have no idea.
Okay, good.
I have nothing really to back it up on.
Good. As long as I know that you believe what you're saying and it's not just like this weird justification to go out into the, tundra
Yeah.
or feather. Okay.
Tahko thinks it's a stupid idea, but it feels like the right idea regardless.
Unfortunately,
If
Tahko,
I-
you have mentioned before that you want nothing to do with your gods. What makes you think that we want to go out on a wild goose chase into the tundra for a goddess that you don't even like?
I don't dislike my goddess, but
You said you
Yeah.
don't like invoking her power.
I don't want to anger my goddess. She's scary, and still am grateful for the power that she's given me and the help that she's provided all of us. If everyone votes no, then we'll continue on our way. I could be wrong, and this could just be a giant feather, and we have the world's largest quill. But if I'm right, then something important from this regarding a giant bird that lives on the mountain might come to light.
Well, maybe you could do that thing that Irilyssa does and, pray for some guidance. That seemed to work for Irilyssa.
That's a good idea. If you give me some time, I'll go do that.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, maybe ask about this, what this whole big feather thing's about.
It's not that I don't believe you. It's just I don't think it's wise to just walk out into the tundra with no plans.
I agree.
Just spend the night there several times, for several nights.
1.
If we could get a general direction, that might be helpful.
Very well. Give me an hour.
Okay.
I say 1. The mountain Tahko just mentioned that he's scared of something. The man who went fist to fist with another Goliath with no second thought for himself just admitted he's scared. I think there's at least something there. And 2, I wouldn't mind having more time to get rid of this hangover.
Yeah,
drink some water.
Yeah, Zagrax, I know a good place we can get some drinks.
No.
Zagrax just side eyes you like, don't you freaking...
It's called hair of the dog, and it's a legitimate method. But yeah, I'll go off and pray for guidance, and I can even rearrange my spells and cast augury if you'd like to.
Cool.
All right, well, I think that's probably a good place to end this. Tahko will talk about the results of this between sessions, and then hopefully that helps you out in choosing what you want to do next.
Mm-hmm.
Easies.
Ooh.
Bit of a crossroads. What are we going to do next?
Yeah.
Boy.
Good question.
Yeah.
That's not at all what I wanted.
Anyway,
Hey, Zagrax.
like I said, that is going to be the end of this session, so we are now moving from the game itself to questions and answers. I'm now checking chat. So, hi chat, how are you doing?
Yeah. Do we got any shout-outs?
We do, we got lots of shout-outs. Let me go and shout the people out. Leaky Walnut, Pedrums, IO512, and GameSpy, thank you very much for the follows. Welcome to the channel. And then Broog coming in with a 15-month resubscription. Thank you very much for that. Huzzah! And then Melissa Riddle coming in with an 8-month resubscription. Evening, everyone. Hello.
Hello, everyone.
I'll be right back. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, sure.
So I'd just like to say that if they're like, hey, where are these short swords that are not made of metal? And they'd be like, oh, our friend's selling them right now. Let's go get him. And they would have come by with the guards. It would have been like, speaking giant. Sorry, I don't speak common. I only speak giant. I can't talk to the guards. I don't know. I'm not going to get arrested for saying the wrong thing.
That was brilliant. I didn't catch it was happening at first, and then I was like, oh, shoot. I realized what he said.
Mm-hmm. What did you want the guard to do? Nothing good can come from getting the guard. He's gone now. So.
Yeah,
It's
he's
my
gone.
favorite.
It's
Is he going to book the corpses?
Yeah, right?
this is the second time this has happened in a tabletop role-playing game.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
someone decides to bring in the cops, and it's not a good idea.
Yeah, I played a character in
like a
another
real life.
campaign.
Right?
Yeah, I played a character in another campaign who was a little out of their element, and a couple of the characters had broken into the shop and got into a gunfight, and he thought, I should call the cops. They'll help. We'll be on the good side of things. And he came from a planet where he actually had some sway there, so he thought, all places are like that, right? You could just explain it would be good. That's what happened to Zagrax right there.
And then we all went to jail.
Yep. Did you get out though?
Yeah.
I got a hammer.
You did. You got
Yeah.
rewarded for your assassination
True.
attempt. Look at that.
It was a bit weird.
Smash.
It's like, I wanted to give you this item, Like when you leave Caer Koning, and it's like, but I'm doing this just after you've murdered a bunch of people potentially.
Hey, he likes the cut of his jib. He was like, I like what you do. You're pretty cool.
Yeah.
And in some ways, it did actually help that you reported it because it was like, yeah, I've now cleared you, so I can now give you this.
Yeah.
Mhm. It all
That's
works
true.
out in the end.
But it was
Good
pretty
job
funny
not
when you were
getting
explaining that just so badly. I was just like, how else can I interpret this?
Right?
Pretty
Yeah.
much every way that is not where I wanted it to go.
It was great because it sounded like he got in a bar fight and then just murdered a bunch of people. Like,
Hey,
like-
at the very least, if I did do that, I was honest about it.
well, I guess so.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yeah. If that guard that was there when we were leaving, definitely like just staring into the depths of his soul as I leave. Like, come on, dude.
Now you got to imagine like how this guard felt.
Oh, I
coming
know.
to the
I'm
whole
still.
scene. Us being like, yeah, guard, come check this out. And it sounds like there was some murder happening, and we did some murdering, and he's just like, oh man, I'm in a bad place right now.
I completely understand, but half drunk Zagrax explaining it and hungover Zagrax leaving don't give no shits.
Right?
The other part of that is, at first he was like, oh, it's okay, I'll go and get Trovis. And you said, I was drinking with Trovis. And then he was like, oh, what if Trovis was the one who did this?
Oh no. I really do enjoy Trovis is just in a barrel around the corner. Let's just go on over there. Let's go get Trovis.
And he just never wakes up ever.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that guard had a bad night.
At least it wasn't boring.
Yeah,
Got what he asked for.
he was pretty
Yeah.
bored up until that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Zagrax is the new Trovis now. That's what I heard.
Yeah. You can get drunk all the time and smash town stuff.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah. Wall
So what does
killer.
this exploding hammer do? Do we get to know that now?
We've seen it in action.
Yeah.
Those walls.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
And not large people.
I mean, it could.
Doesn't it not work against large size or larger?
I mean, it definitely looked like it worked. Trovis was doing some work.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not going to say anything because that's up to Zagrax if he wants to.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We'll see it eventually.
We haven't even asked him about the fact that he's got this like giant warhammer with him now.
Yeah.
Like, hey Zagrax, what's that?
It should be slightly heavier than it's marked there. There we go, changed it.
Mhm.
Oh, there it is. I was wondering where you put it. Okay.
Yeah, and Zagrax has got a friend who's a boss. It's like, what's going on, Zagrax?
It was your special lady, Zagrax.
You haven't told us
Yeah.
anything about any of this. We had to wake up and see you getting stabbed to find this out.
Mhm.
Right?
I was a bit worried that they would just straight up just obliterate Zagrax at the start there when like none of you were
Yeah.
waking up. I was like,
Honestly, they
this could go really bad.
We're trying.
Like,
could have had a really good opportunity because they would have just like surrounded him before that happened and just not good.
Yeah. This was really a case where it just came down to dice, and that was it.
Yeah, the crit
The fact that
success so
you
they didn't
wouldn't
have
have
the
woken
full.
up forever.
Yeah,
Yeah, these guys were kind of were actually like they're glass cannons. They do a bucket load of damage, but they're not very tough
yeah.
because they had
Lucky.
2 attacks around using their short sword, and they also had sneak attacks. They're technically rogues.
oh man,
Oh, yeah.
oh
Wow.
man, that was. Oof.
So it's basically 3d6 of damage around if they hit. So Zagrax doing that shield of faith, that straight up saved your life there.
Wow, it works.
For once.
This was the
it
time.
worked.
Yeah,
Mhm.
shield
Yeah.
of drunken faith.
Yeah.
And I must say, I really like Tahko putting all the fires out because part of that letter was collateral acceptable. So if
Yeah.
they couldn't straight
Mhm.
up kill him, they would just burn the building down with him still inside.
Oh, that's so bad.
That one would have been a bit harder to explain.
Yeah.
It was really intriguing knowing that entire encounter. They're like, this is the target. We focus this target. So like, oh man, like they were going to take you down come hell or high water. Like,
Yeah, they really didn't care about any of us.
yeah.
I really didn't like you.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that command spell worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice.
Too bad he made that lunge and got it. And actually
Oh.
killed
Got
himself.
poison.
You didn't tie him down or anything, you just left him sitting there. I was like,
Yeah,
well,
we
he's going
did.
to try something.
Right?
Yeah.
I didn't have any rope with me, or else I would have done it. But
Right.
Yeah, my rope was in the upstairs.
Yeah, you have to go through the ladies' bags to figure out where the rope is.
Yeah. The guard did.
Yeah. The
Uh,
rope there.
And your new mysterious friend, crazy beggar lady.
Yeah.
Right.
Good. Friend.
Well, as long as you have one friend for every 4 enemies that comes to kill you randomly in the middle of the night,
I mean, actually thinking
you'll
about it,
come out
like,
okay.
if you want to call her something, then probably just the beggar, and then I'll know who you mean.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
my gosh.
She's friend now.
A friend.
Beggar.
Well, true. She's friend now though. We have a
Two
friend that
friends
we
then. Which
haven't
one do you
killed.
mean? Do you mean
Yeah,
friend?
Well, the other one's dead.
The other one's
The one
dead.
that's
That
still
one's
alive.
dead. No,
Live friend.
that
or
one
dead
wasn't
The
our
friend?
other one's
friend.
also a lady, so she's Miss Friend.
Miss friend.
Eh.
Oof. Wow.
Characters, another of the ones is just like, here's a footnote about this NPC. It's like, kind of a critical character again. Come on.
Oh.
I'm really just waiting for like the notes at the bottom to be like, yeah, you got this, wing it.
Yeah. That's really what it's like.
I think there's a grand total of 4 characters with like a full page to them. Everyone else is just like, yeah, this person is a human scout.
Neat.
Couldn't spend the text to do anything with that description.
Well, there's only so much book, you know.
Yeah, you know.
That text is real estate. It's taking up paper.
True.
Shit.
Oh yeah, Mord loves winging NPCs. It's a favorite.
At
You
least
can
the
tell.
beggar I
Look
was
at that
prepared
joyful
for.
face.
Like the family that were in the room next to you, I was just like, if you actually try to engage them in any way, then I'm screwed.
Yeah.
No.
I really like the middle of the night we would like burst up in the room and be like, get help, and they'd be like, don't kill us.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually had the idea where had Tahko not appeared when he did, they would have spent that turn like just putting a chair in front of that door so that they couldn't get out.
That's great.
Which, if the place
Well,
is
they
on
would have
fire,
burned to
has all
death.
kinds of other connotations.
Bad situation.
They would have burned to death because Tahko wasn't there to put the fire out.
It was a really good move. I mean, he also plunged everyone into darkness, which maybe not quite so useful, but
Yeah.
quick
I
thinking.
fixed it the next turn. Yeah.
That was good. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking if this burns for more than like 2 rounds, it's gonna be probably a bit more of an issue.
Yeah. A problem.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was one of the nice things about Dragonborn. It's like, you got Dragonborn, they have other abilities. How can I most creatively use them? Oh no, let's burn the freaking building down.
Woo.
Yep.
Yay.
Creative problem solving.
Rude.
Especially with 2 Red Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
They cut off both exits, so you know if you had to run for it, Zagrax, like you'd still be running through fire.
True.
Yeah.
So chat says, so Tahko's breath weapon.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, nobody saw it.
One person saw it, our friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't mention it though. So yeah.
Yeah, you were like down the steps, so I probably wouldn't even be able to see it from the doorway. I was too focused.
Right.
Yep.
It's too much things in the way. No.
Yep, that's a little ace in the hole I've been holding on to, as well as
Yeah.
one other thing. So,
Cool.
yay, secrets!
Any secrets?
Oh boy.
They're great.
we might be revealing some of that soon. So
Yeah, plot's cool. I like it.
mm,
I'm also glad that other characters are getting a bit of time in the limelight.
Mhm.
What? You mean this whole thing isn't about Irilyssa?
We had the Irilyssa arc.
Yeah, that
And
was
you
like,
dragged me into it.
okay, you've dealt with the egg that's inside of you. Oh, and now you've been abandoned by your goddess. Great, that's 2 things in a row.
Yeah.
Yay! Now we gotta go through Tahko being abandoned by his goddess.
I mean, maybe if she did abandon me, I'd just be like, okay, we'll part ways. This is whatever.
Taco's just like,
Whatever.
whew, thankfully.
Right?
You don't just
Instead,
walk
we're
away
like-
from your death goddess.
Instead, we're like, hey, Tahko, you want to go talk to your goddess? And Taco's like,
You know what?
You know what?
Okay.
Okay, we'll give that a try.
The last
That's
thing I
fair
want to do
enough.
is remind her that I'm here.
Mhm.
hey, it's me. You probably don't remember me, but
Yeah. No.
Yeah, that's true.
oh yeah,
Taco's
Taco's
being a
sister
werebear
being a
as well.
werebear. Yeah.
She's interacted with me
Yeah.
at least one other time. But, yeah. My character's interaction with her is a lot more like how I would envision a warlock would be with their patron than with the clerics.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, oh hey, you're here. What's
Like,
up?
oh, I hope you don't want something from me.
Thank you for all of your gifts. Please don't be mad at me.
Right?
In fact, just forget about me. Just give me the gifts, and next year for my birthday, you can eat more gifts. It's fine. Just forget about me. It's okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
there was one other thing I meant to bring up, actually. Congrats, you're all level 4.
No way!
Ah!
Oh wow!
So yes, you would have leveled up,
Oh,
because you did finish your long rest, so that would have been when you do it.
Yay!
We did it.
All right.
We lived long enough for level 4. Traveled the entire tundra in Icewind Dale.
I'm glad that
Hooray!
Zagrax was enough.
Right?
Yeah.
I thought
Thanks,
Zagrax
Zagrax.
was that's it. I think we're good.
Awesome.
No more leveling after this. We've had,
Ah!
No. Remember, we gotta go help the dwarves get their iron back and get a whole level for that. You ready? I'm ready.
Yeah.
Level 5, here we come. Forget East Haven. We got
We
the
can't
East
do your
Bay.
feather thing. We gotta go get that iron.
Yeah.
why
Get
are
the
we going
feather.
to again? I don't even remember.
Okay, so
It's
I will tell you this about the iron. Like, every time you've leveled up, I've gone, okay, so this will now have happened instead of what should have happened. Okay, now this would have happened instead of what should have happened. Okay, this is the consequence of the thing that just happened, which you didn't see because you hadn't seen it happen.
Yeah.
Is
That's
there like
wonderful.
some Rube Goldberg disaster occurring because this like little
Yeah.
bit of iron didn't show up?
In fact,
Probably.
I'm just going to tell you what happens. So, when you
Ooh.
discover the iron, it's being stolen by goblins. So you fight the goblins, you liberate the iron, you take it back to town. You didn't go. So then another adventuring party finds the goblins, gets killed by the goblins, and then they themselves get looted by the goblins, and then you basically follow the tracks from the dead adventuring party. And there was a stage after that, but I've forgotten what it was.
So TLDR, we've created an art.
So some goblins
Secondhand
have some
created
iron.
Yeah.
created an army of goblins.
Yeah,
Nice.
They can use it.
So
Yeah, we've weaponized them.
If they can
8
make it out.
steps later, there's a small goblin empire threatening Bryn
Yeah.
Shander.
Yeah. All because those dwarves didn't take their iron with them. That's the worst.
They just saw their buddy get cut in half by a yeti.
Yeah, I get it.
They can just go back later. You know.
Bunch of whiners.
Yeah.
A bunch of-
Yeah, my friend was cleaved in half. We don't want to die. Where?
Wah.
What a perfectly unreasonable situation to not stick around.
Oh no, that was it. First one, you fight the goblins. The second one, you arrive as the other party is fighting the goblins, so you can basically join the scuffle. The third one was you find the party already dead because you didn't get there in time.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
That was the escalation.
Oh,
So who knows what's happening now?
Well,
Never gonna go get that. It'd be like the last thing we do. It'd be like, hey guys, where's the iron?
Right. If that party has a key item that we need for the final battle, so if we don't
No,
save them,
that's it. That's it. We're at the final battle. And we're like, oh guys, we forgot to get the iron. Like, looks like you leave this Ron moment.
yeah.
Yeah, the
What about those dwarves?
The massive invading army is actually armed with iron weaponry because he didn't
Yep.
loot the iron and they got it
Yep.
instead.
Yeah.
Yep, perfect.
Oh, wow.
Unfortunate.
It's great. Oh man, level 4 though.
Mhm.
Exciting.
You gotta roll for health.
Yes, you do.
Oh yeah, we do.
Oh yeah, roll. Okay, let's do that.
Yeah, we might as well do it now.
Yeah. All right. Sounds like fun. What do I have to roll? I don't remember. D10. Okay.
You can just
I mean,
press.
Oh yeah, I can just hit hit dice, can't I?
Do you
Yeah.
hit dice? Yeah.
Ooh,
That's nice.
that's nice for me.
I'm
Oh.
taking average. It looks like.
Oh
no
yeah.
whammies, no whammies. Average.
So
Okay.
Vulwin gets 8.
Yeah,
Elora gets
average.
6. Tahko
6, yeah.
gets 8. Zagrax gets 8.
Awesome.
Cool.
35. Yeehaw.
Sweet.
Exciting.
Got more health now. Yeah.
I'm at 31.
Nice. Went up to 41.
Oh.
You get to start thinking about ASIs and feats now. 4th level. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if
Start. I've been thinking about it.
if you have
Yeah,
any ideas
I
of what
know.
you want, send me a message and we can discuss.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will.
So is there anything else from chat that you want to ask us? Otherwise we'll call it here.
Commander Faceless, you got anything?
I haven't seen enough input from you yet, so.
Yep.
What do you have to say? How are you feeling?
He said that Zagrax didn't die.
That's good.
Oh.
It's a good thing, not a sad thing.
That one's a shout out for Marshall. Just got to keep Zagrax alive for this session.
Yeah.
All right.
Hmm.
Woof.
Well, in that case, I'm going to say thank you everyone for watching. I do hope you're enjoying this. If you are, be sure to hit that follow button to get notifications when we are live again in the future. If you've really enjoyed this, then do consider supporting the channel with either Patreon or subscribing here on Twitch. I do have a YouTube channel where this campaign is being uploaded. You can find that over on youtube.com/MordredViking. And then finally, we have a Discord, which is where some of the digital dragons do hang out as well. So come join us over on the Discord. Let me go and put the thank you, Warbird. Otherwise, that's a goodbye from me. It's a goodbye from all the players, and we will see you next Sunday. Until then, goodbye.
Bye.
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 Yeah, then.